2, 3.
Salutare nebunilor, vă pup pe toți, băi! Salutare, viața mea, vă pup pe toți pe rând, pe toți acolo! Azam, eu plec, șefilor! Bună seara la toată lumea, vă pup pe toți și vă iubesc, ladies and gentlemen, bine ați venit, băi, vă pup pe toți! Vă pup, vă iubesc! Băi, eu nu o să stau, că eu plec la muncă, eu v-am zis, eu mă pun la somn și am adus pe cineva să vă prezinte forță nucleară. E un tovarăș de-a meu, e grav, el e cel mai bun din România. Vă pup pe toți și vă iubesc, băi, dați-vă un like și un share acolo repede. Trebuie să începe pe meciul, ultima zi, vedem ce echipe se califică, vedeți de fapt. Vorbește lumea, dar lasă-i să vorbească, că nici vorbi. Vă pupă pe toți și vă iubesc, ce faceți? Dați-vă un like și un share acolo, forță. Faceți și noi 100 de like-uri? Care? Păi eu sunt bine, mâncați și curul tău. Eu mă bag la somn, mâncava și curul ăsta. E mecro, mă, n-are treabă mecro. E, băi, am un tovarăș să moară familia mea dacă vă mint. E, fetelor, aveți grijă cu el că e vrăjeală maximă dacă vă agață sau suse de la voi. Îl vedeți în cameră direct, ăsta nu e. Mie trebuie să apară. Adică ce-abia ce-a ajuns și el și eu zis acum. Ce mă, du-te mă de aici, aveți de treabă, Dariuse. Hai că ăla e. E fița României ăsta, mă, mâncava și curul. Face și 100 de like-uri, parcă un pic așa cu așa. El îl închide, mă, live-ul. N-auziți, mă, că e la mine aici în casă, se nebun la căm? Hai că el e la mine în casă. Apare în cameră, mă, deci se nebun la cap, eu mă bag la somn. Te pup, arogan, vă pup pe toți, băi. Salut, bro, ce să pățesc, n-am pățit nimic. Te pup, Șuli. Salutare la toată lumea, băi, vă pup pe toți și vă iubesc, rupeți like-ul ăla acolo, parcă, nu știu dacă știți, șefilor, dar e cel mai bun player din România, să zic așa. Bine, nu la PUBG, la barbut, la vrăjeală, la șmecherie, la ce vreți voi, e number el, vreți să vă mint? Păi n-am mai avut când Legend, ești nebun, am ajuns târziu, alea, am dormit și eu puțin, n-am mai avut când mâncau și cărbuși. E ultima seară, vedem ce rămân, sunt salutare la toată lumea, 102 like-uri, așa rapid, repede, în 4 minute, forță, vă pup pe toți și vă iubesc. Te pup pe peror, vă pup pe toți, toată lumea, băi, vă pup și vă iubesc, eu nu o să stau. Hai că Ferraro, dacă era 2-9, e bun, vrei să te mint? E, pe ăsta e talent, la barbut, la poker, la biliard, la ce vreți voi, e numărul 1 să mori, n-are unul de pe jocul ăsta șansă cu el niciodată în viața asta, vreți să te mint, e prea șmecher, nu mai spamați, mă, că nu e ăla, ce dracu vorbiți. Ce te caut la mine în Anglia? Fetelor, să aveți grijă cu el, că e vrăjeală 100% băiatul ăsta, e numărul 1, nu e, mă, băi, nu mai vorbiți că nu e Alin, terminați-vă cu Alin, vă rog frumos, că n-are. Vă dau time-out, mă, vă, ești nebun la cap, nu mai spamați nume, că nu știți niciunul. Nu știți niciunul, e numărul 1 pe România, vreți să te la televizor dacă l-ați mai văzut, te pun, băi, Seba, vedeți că ăsta e rău și e rău mâncava și urul vostru, vrea la bătaie, de să nu-l supărați că e grav, el imediat apare, să urce sus. Hai că, să-l batem pe ăla. Nu e nici bă, capa, mă, n-auziți, mă. Nu e YouTuber, mă, nu e cine știți voi, nu știți, nu știți. Omul e talent. E cu poker ăsta, e altceva. Voi nu mai spamați oameni, că nu sunt ăștia care știți voi. E da, e Dorian Popa, mâncava șcuruos, a venit să mai ridice 2 case lângă mine aici. Băi, eu sunt în Anglia, băi, nu sunt în România, nu mai spamați, că ea sunt în România care ziceți voi. Hai că Ivan, dacă e... Că vine el până în Anglia să se uite la Finala Pmco și pe aia să plece acasă. Nu e Bogdan, mă, vine, da, mă, vine Bogdan până în Anglia și înapoi. Așa e 4 ore să se uite, hai că... Nu e, mă, nu-l știți, cu aia. Shelly, da, m-a venit Shelly să vă învețe. Nu, mă, vreți să vă zic eu cine e, mă? Iar acum, e Dan Blizerian, mă, mâncava și vostru. A venit cu vreo 4 fete ca să mi le lase avans, să zică, băi, vere, mai întrecut la femei. Nu e din microcism. E Dan Blizerian, a venit cu 4 gagici avans, mâncava și vostru la mine și mi-a zis, băi, cu metre ți le dau ție, că nu e frumos ce faci, că toate femeile le iei tu și vorba aia. Nu e el, bă, Seba, n-are. E fraierul ăla de Blizerian. Nu e, mă, nici ăla că e în România. Dar numai la, ci că numai la 200 de like-uri intră, că e nervos, ăsta e nervos. Și că a făcut 4 ani de karate, aveți grijă cu el că ăsta vă bate să moare Jana. Ia uite-l pe Brand, vezi ce bine o zis. Hai să vedem cât mai e până la PMC-ul. A, încă n-a început PMC-ul. Și că numai la 200 de like-uri apare, care nu apare. Da, mai e fiul meu, vrea vi-l arăt în sfârșit pe copilul meu, mă. Băgam ea și... Băi! Ia la o parte. La 20 de like-uri vine el, eu mă duc la somn, v-am zis, apare în camera aici, în casă cu mine. Vorbește lumea, dar nu te ci că la 200 de like-uri apare. Băi, dați voi un like și un hai că jicu. E numărul 1, mă, n-aveți cum să dați cu el. Dați-mi un like și un share, vă mă ajută mult, tot abia am intrat și noi. E Ion și Mecherul. Adevărat, arogantule, te-ai prins. Da, mă, e Ion și Mecherul. Deci la 200 de like-uri îi băgăm piesa și îl invităm în cava și curul vostru. Deci la 200. Nu e nimeni, mă, e țeacă. Cristina, bă, era Cristina Pucea, numai live nu mai aveați voi, 2-9. Hai că live mai aveați voi de era aia. Hai că live era. Stai să vedem când începe PMC-ul. Încă n-a început. Mai e până la PMC-ul. Nu faci bani din YouTube. Nu, Minato, nu fac bani din YouTube. Și plus de asta nici n-am activat monetizarea pe videoclipuri. Ca dacă vedeți și voi că nu vă apare reclame ca la alții când intrați la mine pe live. Nu e, mă, el. Era Mia Khalifa, hai că... E Marinică Nămol cu formația Nămol, mă. Era live pe porno. Fotul mea. Ce delay sunteți, mă, cu mia voastră. Făceai banda cu altceva pe aia. Dai seama, eram number one de era Mia Khalifa. Numai live mai făceam, 2-9. La 200 de like-uri vi-l aduc pe ăla și eu plec. Eu mă bag la somn, eu v-am zis de pe acum. Nu-i da, PMPL e mea. Nu e niciun nașu, muci. La 200 de like-uri îi bag piesa la om și intră aici, mâncava și curul vostru. V-am zis, eu mă bag la somn. Și el vine aici în cameră și comentează cu voi. Hai să văd care era piesa lui, că mi-a zis-o și nu mai știu, mă, cavașcurul vostru. Asta era piesa ta, mă. Nu? Băi, sigur? Blanjule, să fac 20-200 de like-uri și 3 intri. Eu ți-am zis, fii atent, bine? Nu e, mă, niciunul ăla. Dar care era piesa lui, mă? Asta lui Dani, mă. Îți bag piesa și intri, Blanjule, eu ți-am zis. Bine. Dați un like, că vine nebunul încetat. Deci dacă îl supărați pe asta să moară Jana, dacă nu vă bate asta de vă căcați pe voi, eu v-am zis. Eu v-am zis. Deci fetelor să aveți grijă care vrăjeală multă și vă fură. Eu atâta v-am zis. Să aveți grijă să mă iubiți, da? Bine. Îți bag piesa Blanjului și intri, da? Bine. Puteai gură cu e numărul 1, mă, mâncava și curul vostru. Vă pup pe toți, bă, vă iubesc, mă duc la somn, vă las cu nebunul ăsta, că eu mă duc, e invitat nume special, e numărul 1 la poker, la biliard, la șmecherie, la toate alea, e 2-9, dați un like, dați un share, că dacă asta se enervează, ați velit, o să moară băieții mei, dacă nu vă bate asta de vă căcați pe voi. Bine, îți bag piesa Blanjule și intri. Și că să mai dați un like acolo și vine, să moreți și voi dacă și prezentează aici la voi ce se prezentează pe Pmco-ul, nu e, mă, niciun primar. E Boris Johnson, nu, da. Nu vorbesc, hai că vom fi. Ai 208 like-uri, eu zic că nu-i plac 208 like-uri, să mor eu, dar eu v-am zis de pe acum, nu-i plac 200 like-uri, mamă, în 20-12 minute. Am invitat și la singur, dacă mă bag la somn, că merg la muncă. Blanjule, vezi că intri, da?
Din partea mea, Dani Mocanu.
S-a băgat piesa aici numărul 1 să moară problemele, vreți să vii?
Distruge tot.
Cu piesa lui a zis că vrea intrare. Hai că vă pup și vă iubesc, vă las cu șeful numărul 1 să vedeți fetelor să nu vă agațe că vă bat. Păi aia e primare, dar de bun oameni.
Supersonic. Supersonic. Supersonic.
Ne auzim, Tomșor.
Ce să vă fac dacă merge capul? Ce să vă fac care v-am băiat? Recunosc că am fost amărât. Nu mi-a fost ușor să ajung cine sunt. Și dormeam pe o scară de bloc, dezvelit când alții aveau cojon. Dar acum vă arunc în aer că mama mea m-a făcut un fraier. Mama a făcut un boss, sunt și șmecher și frumos. Să vedeți că am putere, o fac săgețile mele. Mama a făcut un boss, sunt și șmecher și frumos. Să vedeți că am putere, o fac săgețile mele. Dar lumea-i flămândă. Am ochii de vulturi, văd că stați la pândă. Toți vedeți în mine o pradă. Dar s-a dus timpul când dormeam pe stradă. Să-mi facă niște moschetari care au impresii de spart.
Păi, e rușine de intri, e rușine, mă, cavaci cu vostru, zice, da, dai cum de-alea.
Să-mi suceți păza din tei. Mama a făcut un boss, sunt și șmecher și frumos.
E rușine să moară băieții mei.
Vedeți că am putea. Dacă merge capul, ce să vă fac? Care v-am băiat?
Haide, bă, intră că mă faci de râs, bă, te așteaptă lumea aici o grămadă, mă, să moară familia mea.
Să ajung cine sunt. Și dormeam pe o scară de bloc, dezvelit când alții aveau cojon.
Bă, intră că începe pe Pmco-ul, mă, nebunule.
Că mama mea m-a făcut un fraier. Mama a făcut un
Bă, intră, bă, că mă faci de râs, mă.
și frumos. Să vedeți că am putere, o fac săgețile mele. Mama a făcut un boss, sunt și șmecher și frumos. Să vedeți că am putere, o fac săgețile mele. băieți bine, dar lumea-i flămândă. Am ochii de vulturi, văd că stați la pândă. Toți vedeți în mine o pradă. Dar s-a dus timpul când dormeam pe stradă. Ce să facă niște boschetari care n-au impresii că spartași. Trageți apă ca Dracula și v-aș da să-mi suceți.
Salutare, bă, băieți, băi, mă cheamă Miguel, bă, dar fetele îmi zic Miguelito. Vă pupă, dați un like-ul și el că sparge la PMC, o să moară familia mea dacă vă mint. Vă pupă, bă, vă să tot bătăți să moară familia mea. Mi s-a sculat cucu, bă. Vă pup, băi, vă iubesc, bă. Bă, ce vreți voi, bă, ce vreți eu am văzut că nu mă terminați, bă, acolo, băi. Că dacă era farmacie Catena, să moară familia mea, dacă nu, no hate-ul era numărul 1 mondial, băi, vă pup. Vă pup, băi, dacă începe, băi, sunteți de bun la cap, bă, mă, pe meciul,
They proved to me, I mean,
să moară familia mea.
that you don't need a chicken to be considered one of the best teams.
Miguelito, băi, ce Miguel?
Asked me this a month ago. A chicken dinner, that's like the whole point of the game.
Bă,
Right? But
tu,
with
bă,
this
pe
price, the
toți.
is it up big time.
Dude, this new
Te
point
vede
system
spuma
has
mării
just
aici,
been
băi.
brutal, and as I have been watching it since the kind of inception,
Am rupt microfonul ăla.
man, I've just noticed just how important kills are. Kills are just so huge. You get one
No,
team
no,
gets
mă
15 points.
piaci.
Or 15 kills in a game,
Bă,
which we see
bă,
happen.
pe
That's
toți,
chicken
bă,
dinner
de
in its
bunilor.
own. It's huge, and like you mentioned, the bamboo
Da,
pandas.
mă gură
Boy,
pe
did they
ea.
show up here today. So let's go ahead and look at the
Pe
match.
bun,
The
băi,
schedule
am văzut o
for
gagică,
today. All
mi
the
s-a
different matches
sculat
we're going to be
cucu,
playing.
băi,
4
e
matches. It's
bun.
the same schedule we've had the
Bună
entire
ziua, domnilor și
PMCO,
domnilor,
but
mă
quick
cheamă
reminder for
Miguelito,
everybody
seara
that just
asta.
may be tuning in here for the first time. So we start off with
Vedem și noi
Erangel, head over to Sanhok,
PMCO,
then
băi,
Miramar,
ce
and then back
califică,
to
se
Erangel,
califică.
baby, and that is it. What you see here is
Salut,
all you're
băi,
going to
dați
see
like-ul
for the
și el acolo,
PMCO
că
EUS
doi
finals.
nouă
'Cause
să
this is it.
moară familia
Last
mea.
day.
This is it.
That's it.
And thankfully for some of these teams, they have their drop spots. You know, the teams that are on the hunt, they got their drop spots. They fought for them
Nu
over the
nimic,
last
dar
couple
nu-i
days,
vinoară,
and
n-are
nobody
nimic.
really is contesting them. The question for me, though, this is the last day.
Gigea, să
There's some
pută
teams
în gură
I
pe
don't
Gigea.
ever like to call a team out like, oh, they're you know, they're
Băi,
pretty
ce
much
pe
done,
meciul,
right? But
băi.
there are some teams. I mean,
Yeah.
31
E
points,
că
41
fără
points.
media man e pe
It's
primul
impossible.
loc,
It's
băi,
impossible.
ești nebun
Unless
la
you get like
cap.
4 chicken dinners with a ton of kills, I think it's impossible
Yeah.
to qualify. The reason I bring this up is because these teams can really dictate on who
Te put
qualifies
în
or
gură,
not. So they have a lot
arengantule.
of power right now because they're playing
Bine.
with nothing to lose, so they can do whatever, in my opinion.
For sure. You know what? Might as well. Let's go ahead and
Tu
pull up
meu
the rankings so you
băi, ăsta
can
l-am
see exactly
primit.
which teams that we're going to be talking about right here. You're going to start off. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, top 4 teams. That is all these squads are looking for because top 4
Nu-i farmacia
are going to be
Catena
moving
pe
on to the
PUBG, că
PUBG Mobile
era mai de
Europe
pe locul nou,
Pro
erau
League,
numărul
which
1
is
până
a
acum.
huge achievement. And right now you can see the top 4. I'm looking at that number 4. That's going to be GSG Europe, and they're not in they're not out of harm's way. That's for sure because you got Team Night Target right below them, 2 points below. Scrim Farm a few points below that. I mean, there is not a big point gap here, Dave.
2 points between 4th
2
and
points?
5th place.
Bine, băi, nebun, am glumit și noi un pic cu voi
That is it.
la
I mean,
Caterin, că nu e nimeni de lânsă post cine să fie. Am zis, dar mișto ce dracu să fie. La boală, la necaz, la dureri și la alea, am zis, dar mișto la o Caterin, că să râdem și noi. Pe moment, dar nu stă bine și vrei să vin discreți de pe state, de la drumuri și poduri. Băi, hai să ne uităm acolo, că e fără omeniament acolo, e important în seara asta, e 20 de John pe locul 2 și fără omeniament pe locul 1. E foarte important, am zis, dar mișto să facem o Caterincă.
Would they be in that contention for 4th place? I'd say no, because they qualified in group stage in 12th. But ladies and
Sperăm în seara
gentlemen,
asta să califice fără omeniament, mă.
it's getting ready to go. You know, Hot Jukes, the players, they are nervous today. It's a big day. The parachutes, they're locking them on, they're clipping them in. I'm excited, man.
Băieți, să dați și voi acolo like și share, că e important în seara asta, vedem ce băieți se califică la PMC, e foarte important.
Final day of the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split EU West, baby. Let's get it started. Let's go.
Ooh, baby. Ladies and gentlemen,
Look at that plane.
game.
Oh, we're
E
here.
primul meci, hai să vedem ce se întâmplă. Vă pup pe toți, băi, și vă iubesc. E important, Caterinca, dar chiar mă interesează să vedem ce echipe se califică. Adică eu sper să se califice. Da, asta e ultima zi, mai sunt 4 meciuri, băi nebunilor. Ce să fac, șefule? Face, îți dai seama că face, Cătălin. Dacă bagă farmacia Catena pe joc, fac.
Because there's a lot of teams here that can't afford it. Let's just be real. They need to not do as good.
Ce să zic, mă, Abel?
A 10-point game.
Da, asta e ultimul, e ultima zi, mai sunt 4 meciuri, ăsta e pe meciul 1, hai să vedem unde sar băieții.
Right here, match number 1. They need a chicken dinner and they'll need about 10 kills. That's just the gist of it. And then they're going to have to pretty much continue that performance as the rest of the day goes on. So I want to
am dormit și eu puțin doar ca să mă uit la finală, să văd cine se califică.
Watching every single finals game, like the last game of the evening, I want to see that every game here in the last day of the finals. What about you?
I mean, yesterday, the day before, 8
Adu
points
șefule, te
per
pup,
game.
să fii sănătos și
That was
reușit.
great,
Paula, te
right?
pup pe meu.
That was great.
Năstuc, te
You
pup.
are doing exactly what you needed to do. Today, though, I agree with
Da,
you.
merg mai
I mean,
departe.
you need
Dau
at least
Legion
10
și cu
minimum per
forul
game.
mea merg
And
100%, numai dacă nu fac o zi proastă rău de tot. Uite, zona autocăieri. Nu e Pochinki for Romania, men, că au sărit în H-ul peste ei, ca idee așa un pic. Normal trebuia să aleagă și ei altundeva peste altcineva, nu peste ei. Păi nu mai sare că s-a auzit pe live-ul meu când am zis că n-au cum să se rotească de acolo. Nu le-am zis că nu se rotez niciodată în viața lor de acolo.
I would say yes. I would say yes. The only reason why I'm going to say no is because, Dave, I know that you got the crystal ball.
Nu, sunt spoturile lor vechi alea sub Pochinki.
175 points. You need
Da, se
175
califică.
in order to qualify. Like, be super ultra safe. And I think that's a
Ia
pretty
pup,
good target.
Todica.
I think if any of these squads hit 175, I'm pretty sure they're going to make it into the top 4.
Vedem ce se întâmplă,
But
bă,
we'll
curios
have to
rău de
see.
tot.
We'll have to see because at the same time, all these teams that are trying to catch up to these top 4 teams, I'm talking about
Nu mai sunt meciuri,
Romania,
astea
men,
sunt
Deus,
ultimele
Legion,
meciuri
Panda, and
4.
GSG Europe. Those teams can still pop off here today, right? They could still pop off, and if
Da,
they
vrea să facă probleme la
then that's
4
just
de
going to
meci.
make the gap between the other squads even bigger. So the other squads below them really need to have an insane day. An insane day.
N-am treabă cu niciunul de acolo, dar urât nu se face așa ceva. Păi se vede cum joacă, șefule.
And not only that, some of these teams at the top, they're also trying to give it their all. Panda, specifically, Yiz told me, hey Dave, we're gonna get that chicken dinner here today. And if these teams
România,
at the
men,
top
aici,
are
number
gonna
one al
pop off
noștri
today,
românii.
that's just gonna take away the points that these teams on the hunt, on the
Sperăm
chase,
să facă
they
seara
need,
asta
they
ceva, Doamne ajută,
desperately
oricum să pe
need,
locul
right?
1.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Fac ăștia un win
Hot
și
Juice, I'm
sunt
actually
gata.
surprised. We really didn't see any hot drops. I would
Califică
have
la
definitely
PMPL,
have
șefule.
expected no limits, low extra power, uncalled for.
Nu-i
To
frumos,
come
normal
in
că nu-i
game
frumos.
one, making it
Trebuia să
kinda
stară peste
spicy,
alții, nu
but
peste
that's not
români.
going to be the case right now.
I mean, it's almost like tradition. We've always seen no limits pretty much into an initial hot drop situation, and I think because of that, it's the reason why they're in last place.
Hai că
You know,
da.
when you do these kind of hot drops, it's just so risky. Even if you get the full squad wipe, you're going to lose a person or lose 2 people. And guess what happens? If you lose 2 people, then you're snaking it for the rest of the game. You go out in 8th place. That's 1 positional point. Maybe you got those 4 initial kills. That's only a 6-point total. That's not enough, really, if you're looking to end up being a top 4 team. So I'm glad
Eu
to
țin cu
see
toate echipele
that
românești,
separation
dar
happen
preferata
now,
mea e
but
for
in the
România
early
men.
mid-game, I want to see some
Dacă ia
aggression.
locul
I
1
wanna
for
see
România men, e singura echipă care a ajuns la...
that looseness that we see in the
Care
game
e
fours of
numărul
every
1 la
single day so
PMCO.
far, because
N-a mai făcut nicio
a lot of these
echipă.
teams, they can't afford to play
Ce
quiet
fac ei?
and just go for placement points. They need kills. They need them. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Like, you have to be able to put up some major kill points, or you're going to stay home. You're going to stay home and, you know, think about the next split, because you're not going to make it to the Pro League. Can't do it. Gotta get them kills,
even
baby.
an option.
Gotta get them kills.
Not even an option at this point. Like, that ship sailed 2 days ago, and we kept
Da,
stressing the
nu-
importance of, you know, the games left, right? This is only a best of 16. You really need to start as strong, and I think a lot of the teams that did start strong are currently feeling
Acum a început
relief
șefule,
from that,
vedem ce se
because
întâmplă.
yes, you know, 4 more games to go, anything can happen, but they got a ton of points to really play around with and maybe even try some new things up. So yesterday we had game 1 prison finish. Actually insane. I mean, we had once in a lifetime zone. I mean, you
Oh,
said
yeah.
you saw that zone maybe once in your whole professional
Vă pup,
career.
fetelor, vă pup pe
I'm
toate.
looking for
Camelia bună, te
something
pup.
similar today, Jukes. I want some spicy zones, man. I want to really
A sărit
see,
peste fără meni,
who
amen, mă,
can
a sărit
come out
peste
on
ei.
top
Hai că se
when
rotezi nebunii
all
mei, hai că
the
vă dă
cards
ăștia
are
peste
stacked
nas pe
against
toți.
them, I guess you can say.
Heck yeah, dude. I mean, every single time we see these spicy zones, man, it makes for just one heck of a show. One heck of a show.
Cei
And I
mai
wanna
buni iau
see-
locul 1, stai
I
să
want
se
to see
termine
that for a
asta.
lot of these teams. But to be honest, this early mid game, I want to see some of the squads like Gamers Unite, Hate Gaming, Entropic, like teams.
Păi
that
nu
really need
contează,
some
măi, și
crazy
până ce
kills.
echipe au fost și nu echipe n-au
I
fost,
wanna see
contează
them get
locul.
into it. I want to see them
Nexul te
start
pup.
camping team rotations and start getting some kills in that early mid game because. Man,
Ce până,
do they
viața
need
merge
them.
înainte,
Man,
nu
do they need
înapoi.
them. Or maybe, I don't know. What do you think? I
Ai
think that
înțeles?
I think some of these
Salut,
teams are
salut,
just
Victor
maybe
Space.
just saying, hey, let's try to get a good, solid game one in, and then get aggressive after that. But I don't know if some of these squads can afford to do that.
I think
Ora, mea,
early
pe locul
game is
1.
the best time to get into those fights because you have to assume that other teams are still going to be busy looting. They're going to be busy looking for vehicles. They're going to be busy doing their own little game plan. So there's more room to rotate around
Le dă ăștia
compounds
țacă.
and try to really get those pinch plays going on because the longer you wait to take these interesting fights, the more potential for that third party, right, from those other squads.
Mie vă că am șters
I
aia
think if you are
activitatul
a team
special.
looking to have some high kill games, you gotta start it from the bat. You gotta start it from the jump.
Salut, Răzvan, salut toată lumea, băi, dați voi un like
That's
acolo.
true. You know what? It makes sense. It does make sense. Hold on, real quick. We got a battle at prison once again. I mean, prison is now a hot spot here in the PUBG Mobile Club Open. We got Rexpect Esports up top.
Celelalte pup.
Papi and Nacho.
Salut la toată lumea, bă,
Nice
vă
little
pup pe
split.
toți.
They did catch Clown, who is a monster fragger for this Scrim Farms team. They cannot afford to lose him this early on. And Scrim Farms, they're in 6th place, so they can maybe afford one slightly bad game, but a 0-point game would be just
Fiecare poate să
so
vorbească
rough.
ce
Yeah,
vrea.
Nacho's sending it.
Eu v-am
He
zis
is up in
ieri.
here trying to pinch this squad. Oh, nice shots. Nice return shots from Headshot. Oh, and Caster catches him, I believe, through the roof. Through the roof. So that is a big L on the side of Scrim Farms. And you can see Rex back. They're on their way. They're like, yo, we got this. We got 2 knocks. That's a full send all day long, baby. Here they
I
come.
mean, yesterday.
Păi asta
this
zic,
is
la
what
momentul actual sunt cei mai
Rexpect
buni.
were doing as well with Nacho.
Acum
with that
vedem ce
3-1
fac la
split, and it was
PMPL.
not working
Și
at
după
all
aia se
yesterday.
decide
You
care
know,
sunt mai buni.
thankfully for them, they have the numbers advantage in this situation. But honestly, I'm still kind of surprised that
Eu
they
mă refer de la
are still
PMC-ul
trying to
ăsta.
go with that same strategy here, Jukes. I mean, it's working. Don't get me wrong, it's working right now. But yesterday in 4 games, it didn't work at all.
Well, if Nacho would have got knocked earlier when he was about that broken wall, he's dead. 100%. Oh, and look at this. They're full sent it, but out the car, Caster's going to get downed and
Tu bat pe ăștia
thirsted.
proștilor că
So
sunt player buni.
they're going to be trading one and one right here. And this is what we didn't want to see from Rexpect, them losing people unnecessarily.
Da, e
And these
primul
kind
meci,
of
Andrei, la
pushes.
Riu, te pup.
And now, after that, I think they're going to just head on out away from this. So, man,
Normal,
they
tot
had
fan,
that
eu
one in the
știu.
bag. I think we saw a lot of hesitation, though. And because of that, they paid the price.
Doar
And
oamenii
that
slabi
price
sunt oamenii
was
invidioși. Să țineți minte treaba
Caster.
asta.
And only 1 kill.
Doar oamenii
So
slabi sunt invidioși.
surprising. They committed so much time, resources to that, and they're just gonna pull off. Just gonna pull off right there. No limits. Also, rotating, trying to find themselves a nice little position in this prison
Te
area.
pup, fra.
I'm getting flashbacks from yesterday. I truly am. A lot of
Oh,
teams, I
man,
believe,
dude.
feeling that same exact
Salut,
way.
Costel, salut
And
toată
that's
lumea,
why
bă.
we're seeing them rotate earlier today. Because yesterday, a ton of teams, we saw a ton of teams playing that edge.
Face și noi
right?
300 de
Now,
like-uri.
this game
Ce
around,
să
a
fac?
lot
Mă
more
și la
teams
pe
playing
meciul,
at
e
center.
important.
I'm telling you what, if I'm playing in this right now and I happen to see a knock on a No Limits member, I'm full sending on my team. 100%. Every time. 1 knock. If I just realize that this is No Limits, full sending. Because you might as well at this point. And you know why, Dave?
Why?
That's 3 points.
Oh no! I mean, you're
3
not
points,
wrong.
man.
You're not
They're
wrong.
last
They are
place.
currently
They're bringing
dead
a
last.
3-man in here. And they're bringing 3-man in here. That's 3 points all day long.
Bună, bună, Albina.
Well, let's see. Hopefully they can show us though. Hopefully they can show us something because another point that we stress a lot
Te
is
pup, șefule, vă pup pe
today, even
toți,
if
vă
you
iubesc.
are, you know, at the bottom of the barrel, today is a good day if you are that individual player looking to stand out amongst the rest because teams, they are going to be looking to pick up squad mates moving into PMPL. Maybe even a 5th. right? You never know. I believe 5
pup, coach.
players are required for PMPL, so you might even get picked up for that bench role. And we've seen those bench players, they played a crucial factor in PMPL because it is a long tournament, long form tournament. So if I am one of the bottom teams, Hot Jukes, I'm going to be coming in this game. I'm going to be doing 360s. I'm going to be doing no scopes. I'm going to be doing everything, right, to make sure I stand out among the rest.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm thinking that these guys are free.
Da,
but
seara
I
asta
wanna
te vorbește
specifically
orice,
prove
Andreea,
that they're
dacă
not.
fii atentă, te
You
rog
know,
eu
I
puțin.
want to prove to be that you're not free. That you can go and get these crazy 4v1s.
Bă, da de nada, Levi.
Yeah. Oh, he might need his own teammate. Oh no, he does. Get out.
În seara asta e voie să vorbească fiecare ce vrea.
So Lyle's gonna get out of there. They're gonna get that point. GSG
Fiecare
Europe's
zice
gonna
ce
take
vrea.
that one for free. There's still one more member from No Limits, and he's on the run right now. Not sure exactly what he's at, where he is, but yeah. The reason why I say things like this because I have to be real about it. You have to look at the numbers. You have to see how the performance is. But like you mentioned, if one of these players has a crazy pop-off performance, gets like 10 kills on his own, dude, that goes in the resume. You know what I'm saying? That goes in your reel, and that goes to go and show other teams what you're capable of doing. So if you're one of the squads that's not going to qualify, yeah, dude, just focus on popping off, having the best game of your life, and you know, looking to hopefully
Adică
find
fără
another squad
timeout, da.
that'll bring you up into the next levels. Yeah.
And, you know, I hate to say it, but a lot of PUBG Mobile, those star players are those players that do play a little selfishly, right? Those players that do make those big plays, those highlightable moments that are out there playing extremely risky, but looking good while doing it, right? They might not be that team player, that support player who always gets the pickups, always gets the revives. That type of role, always overlooked, honestly, always overlooked. So, hey, we shall see, Hot Jukes. Today is the day.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because we can't hear comms. You know, we can't see, you know, what the decisions are being made. And it's a certain place. So there's those things that we can't check out. But one thing we can see is kills. And if you're an unknown team or really new to the comp scene, if you want to make a name for yourself, that's the best way to do it, man. Kills is the best way to do it, and we can see who's going to be able to get some kills.
Casele alea de jos,
And this next zone is going
băi,
to
care
head
sunt
on
mai
over
peste
to Milk of
rotation.
Power. We got some water in this circle, Dave. We got some water in this circle, so these spots are going to start getting taken up quickly.
That's good. I like that water. I mean, about 50%, I would say, maybe 45. That's going to eliminate all the potential.
Da, mă duc la muncă,
terrain, all
șefule,
the
dar am dat
potential
târziu ca să ne uităm la
compounds that
PMC-ul.
teams could kind of snake it out and play that rat mode in. We're going to see a lot of squads right now get picked apart as they rotate. This is a good zone for anybody such as Hey Gaming, who are currently set up right now. They might
Mamă,
be
câte
able
să
to
rotez acolo lângă
pepper
forul
some
meu.
shots out there in the distance, blow up some vehicles.
Dați-vă ce
See, Hey
acolo
Gaming,
să
he's
vor.
in 12th place with 73 points. So yeah,
Jaguar
they need to
da
advance
not.
the game. So this could be the big chance for them to get
4
some
mod da
of those
not.
points. We start to
Jaguar
see
și
some kills
finish.
go back and forth between some of these squads. There's still 16 teams remaining, so we're seeing, you know, two members eliminated from the squads, but they're still all up right now. If you go out, 16th place, 0 points. Looks like GSG is getting into it right now with that's going to be Silencer Gaming, I believe, and they're sending some good trades back and forth.
Silencer Gaming, GSG currently in
Da,
the top
hai,
4, but Silencer Gaming not
Ranul
too
și el
far
mort.
from acquiring that goal. Already down a member.
Titular faci la
We saw them
Crew
yesterday,
Challenge.
they were able to
Trebuie să
get a
iei în
couple
finală
kills
top 3.
underneath their
Locul
belt.
2
This
sau
is gonna be
3.
a very challenging zone. I mean, intro pick, they got their whole squad right
Dați-i
over there
time-out la
across the
Jego.
way.
N-aveți
They
voie
have
să vă
the
faceți
high ground
promovări.
vantage point onto Silencer Gaming.
Nu
So it's
știu,
gonna be a
mafiot, vedem.
challenge. And looking at teams trying to play it nice and safe, nice and cautious on the edge right here.
Mai
Gamers
sunt
Unite,
2 de la
I
aia.
appreciate the play. I like it.
Gamers Unite need to play this really diligently because they need to get a top 3 finish, in my opinion, a top 3 finish. And if they're able to put up, you know, high single digit, possibly double digit kills, I think that'll be a great start. I think they're gonna need a lot more than that, though. They're gonna need to do that almost every single game in order to make it to the top 4. That's my opinion. We'll have to see if it is going to be able to come to fruition, though, because there's so many squads just sending it right now. Here come the Pandas, heading it right on to Team Night Target. Team Night Target are in contention, and Pandas is currently in 3rd place. So there's a huge fight between these two teams, a battle for for fourth place right now.
Ce prost era
A
încărcat
great
pe
defensive
scărbă.
shots, and they are going to hold down
4
Panda.
kill-uri aiurea,
So this
dar
Bamboo
așa.
of Panda is
3
going to go
toți.
down in 16th place. That is 0 placement
Salut, că te
points.
pup, vă pup pe toți.
And right now, Panda is sitting in third. So that is really huge, especially for a squad like Team Night
Păi nu,
Target,
că în
which is a
jurăturile se
big
dă
place.
timeout. La
They just need to
jurături și la
continue
promovări se
to
dă timeout.
survive and now add some placement points to those kills.
Îl iau acolo
That's
pe
gonna
ăștia,
make
trebuie
the
să vezi ce se
battle for
întâmplă.
that fourth place position
Îl
even
vede,
tighter
trage
with
după el,
Panda
avem
getting
mii.
no points right there. It's gonna be insane. Deus Legion currently in second place. They are from Romania up here on the high ground. Whoa, Juke.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
the
In the
zone,
water.
though, that thing is just popping out to me. What a yoink. What a hardship. 50% water right here. This is, hey, I asked for it. I asked for a crazy zone. This has to be one for the books right now. And if you are Deus Legion, I don't know how you're going to make it down that hill and into the
Da,
circle.
sunt locul 1 pe România, man, și locul 2 dau.
You have to go for kills right now if you're Deus Legion. There's no other option.
You have to, and now they're getting gay kept like crazy, man. I got my Hawaiian shirt on, and it looks like we're gonna have a beach party here at the first match. And you can see Deus Legion just sighing like
Nu știu,
crazy.
mafios, nu
They
cred.
have so far, they have so much real estate that they have to be able to cover to get into this next circle. And you got Scrim Farms just gatekeeping the heck out of them. And I wouldn't be surprised if Scrim Farms go the extra mile to try and
No
gatekeep
way.
this squad because they realize that this is a team that is already in top 4, but that headshot, that one single play is going to buy them so much time. And now they're in a dossier and sending it away. What a clutch shot there from Bassi.
By the way, somebody take a picture of this zone and tweet it at me. I gotta remember this one for the books. I'm busy doing this, obviously. So do me a favor.
Am
do me
murit
a
fără
solid.
mine, man.
Romanian men
Romanian
right
men
there.
gone.
Gone. So Panda gone for
Lorena, bună,
Romanian
te
men
pup.
gone. This is exactly what
4 de
these
meu
teams
câștigă
on the
100%.
hunt. This
Ăștia
is
se califică.
exactly what they needed because those point sponges at the top, well, they're not going to be soaking up much from the grade. So Entro Pick currently find themselves in a sticky situation as Team Night Target 5 kills so far. This is a huge game for them.
Iuliana, bună, te pup.
This is a massive game for pretty much almost everybody in the lobby.
Lorena,
Now that you
bună,
got
te
two
pup,
of
vă
the
pup,
top
fetelor, cu
teams
toate.
gone out early. This is the chance to be able to catch up to some of them, be able to start closing that gap a little bit
Faci și
further.
noi
Right
chestii de
now,
like-uri,
it's
bă?
a Team Night Target. This is a team that is very, very close and can easily make it into the top 4 after this game. They've already got 5 kills. They have a full squad up, doing some nice smokes, trying to be able to get in the circle because they're still outside of it. And just slowly starting to press their way in. Gun Gamers Unite Nations. This is a team that needs to have a monster game. You got Loco Nostra Power only bringing a 3-man here as well. So as soon as you get a knock on them, you gotta full send it if you're Gamers Unite in this situation. Scrim Farms against Deus. Nah, it's just him up left. Oh, this is so bad.
Burning.
Oh, and he's gonna burn, baby. So Scrim Farms are gonna go out to Deus Legion. They're able to get that revenge onto them for gatekeeping them. And they're going to be in the next circle, still alive for the time being.
10 teams to go. If you get taken out right here, right now, that's 1 point for your troubles. 1 point. Deus Legion, I am beyond shocked that they still have 2 up, especially after such a disadvantage
Vedem acum
that
ce
they
se
had
întâmplă,
to make
nebunilor.
their way on into this zone. They had all these teams looking at them. The gatekeep potential was against them, but this is a team they're trying to make sure do everything in their power to continue to survive and play that consistency game that we're used to seeing them play here in this lobby.
That bolt action, we don't really see it too often in competitive, but those are the perfect situations to use it. When you have your back against the wall and you need a clutch headshot to kind of give you some room, that's the time you need to have that gun. And he showed right there, Bassi, how important it is to have it. Next circle is going to head on over to the center here, Dave.
Oh, baby. That water no longer in play. This is a huge game for Team Night Target. Currently 5th place coming into this one. Couple kills. They need to take out Sands. Sands has a nice little bowl, nice little dip. But both of these squads need to reposition. And Sciencer Gaming going to have a nice spot to gatekeep both of these teams.
Da, a murit 4 de meu.
For them. Could be a big game for them. Entro Pick are one of those teams that just cannot afford to have even a mediocre game today. And then right there we saw Silencer Gaming start getting the knock onto one of the members from Entro Pick.
Hey, dă knock pe Octavian.
You as well, you got Team Night Target, which is a team that needs to put up some big points. They're very, very close. They could easily make it to the top 4 as well. So a lot of these teams right in contention to knock some of these top squads out. Still alive. Oh, look at Mooney. Full sending it on over. And he's going to try to head into that building and survive for a little bit longer. Hate Gaming EU, they still got a full team up. And they're going to really start pressing no hate. They've got, only one member left, two door. They have to full send the squad. Flush this player out.
Pretty much.
Oh, easy shot.
Spot. There they go. There they go. 7 kills on to Hate Gaming. They're looking for that comeback as well. Hate Gaming group stages. They were the top.
Și-au avut cea mai bună poziție acolo sus.
With a ton of kills. About 20 kills above everybody else. But when we look at PMCO finals, they are going to be lagging behind.
Alex mă cheamă, Andrei.
So let's check in.
Not just a little. Not just a little, because they're 40 points down. So like you saw they were 20 points above in the league stage. They need a 20 kill game, pretty much. Like they really need to have a ridiculous match if they want to be one of the teams heading into the PUBG Mobile Pro League. And this game, this could be a very solid game for them. They have a really good position. They still have their full members up. They've got to hit some shots down range and add more of those kill points to their total.
But with Team Night Target also alive, that just makes it even sweatier, right? Team Night Target looking to get that chicken dinner. They sent Zul into the water, trying to play a little safety net role, I guess you can say, a little insurance policy. Or it might have been an accident because it looks like they're trying to climb back up. So, Hate Gaming EU, Jaja very separated from their squad mates right now. If Nasty can hit these shots, Jaja's probably going to be thirsted or even worse, bleed on out over there. I don't see their squad mates bridging that gap because that's just an open field, open terrain right there. 6 teams to go here, Hot Jukes.
Yeah, if you're Jaja right now, you just cannot be making any movements. You got to stay very, very still.
Un meci, atâta trebuie de 4 la Foromea meci și gata.
You get knocked, you're going to get thirsted.
Un meci bun ce le trebuia să
Next circle, it's going to go back into the mainland, so that's going to be a big sigh of relief for a lot of these squads, but you still got teams like Team 14, Team Night Target, they are outside of the circle, so is Respect Esports. And they're going to have to push their way in, but there's nothing but open field here. And so many teams just staring right at them. And they're
o să intre totul să fie nebunie la început. Păi rupeți și pe like-urile pe YouTube.
Like Silencer Gaming's position, they're pretty much the only team with any type of high ground on anybody else, but it's not in the zone, so they're going to have to take full advantage of this one. Hopefully, they'll be able to spot out a couple teams who do decide to rotate just a little earlier on than them. And this is where you want to see those vehicles come into play. This is exactly why, if you're a team playing this game, this is exactly why you try to get at least 4 cars every single game. And this is the scenario. You need the vehicles to create your own cover right now. That's what we're going to see from Team Night Target.
Through the smoke, Respect able to go ahead and make a shot. Oh, but a great heads-up play from Team Night Target. Starting to put some more pressure onto Silencer Gaming. Gold Touch is behind this crate. Going to throw a nade up top to try to open up it up a little bit. That is going to hit him quite a bit. Chaos is pretty lit right now. Gold Touch needs to start pressing this. Needs to put some nice pre-fires out. Nice little lay down. It's going to help buy him some time. Oh, yeah, he's going to get the shot. 1 bullet. That's all it takes. And I believe he's going to catch it, switch over. But look at this Poppy. Poppy from the other angle while snaking. Is going to put some shots on the Silencer Gaming. But through the smoke, he's going to get bit up pretty bad. So that's Hate Gaming EU just staring in this direction, trying to add every point that they can possibly get.
Hate Gaming trying to third party the third
party.
Am văzut, They see the smokes. Respect gonna be in those smokes, pretty much just using those smokes as soft cover. Hater doing exactly what they need to do. You see some smokes, that's a giant flag just waving in your direction. Go for some random sprays and hey, 9 out of 10 times those random sprays, they just might hit, Hot Jukes.
Well, they know this map. They've been looking at this area. They know that there's 0 cover here. That is nothing but grass. So might as well pre-fire the smoke. And if you're able to get that hit marker, you're going to confirm those points. And that's 11 points. So you know that this team is hyped. This is exactly what they needed. Exactly what Hate Gaming required in order to be able to get a chance to possibly make it into the Pro League. And they're not done yet. They're not done yet. They realize that every single point here is extremely crucial. And they know
I mean, a chicken dinner will definitely set them up in the next 3 games to actually have that chance. And I'm honestly looking at Uncalled For and Gamers Unite. I don't see either of these teams really making it on out of this compound dip that they're in. Especially with Hate Gaming up there, looking down right on top of them. Hate Gaming and
Silencer Gaming pe ea de sus, din dreapta, echipa din stânga sus.
But let's draw our attention to those teams in those compounds. Let's try to take them out first. I don't know if that'll even happen. Shifu going for a very risky push right here.
Very risky, but some good shots from his supporting teammates. He's going to throw a smoke right here. Most likely be able to get that first aid and get picked back up. So really heads up play from Hate Gaming. And again, even if they get a 15 kill chicken dinner here, that's only going to give them a chance, like you mentioned, to get into the Pro League. It's not a confirmation. That is just a chance. They still have a lot more work to do after this, but they got to focus on the game right now. And you can see some very, very nice pushing from Hate. I love to see them use each other. That really offensive smoke eliminated Silencer Gaming snipe line. And here we go, Jaja, 14 kills on the board. A phenomenal performance. A very close game that they absolutely needed here in game number 1 of the last day. Can they make this point gap even further? Can they close it? Right here, right now. Can they? I mean, this is a potential for a record.
That's true. And Jaja going to be able to get to those crates. The game plan, pick up as many meds as possible. That is exactly what I would be doing right here. Jaja also going to be prone. Going to be scouting this one out, getting a ton of information for their squad mates here. Also, which team would you want to be in when it comes to positioning?
Hate Gaming, they have all 4 members up. They're going to have so many options to be able to just 3-peak people above them. I would like to see them not split 2-2 here. I would like to see them just go all 4 and close one side at a time. And they should be able to do that with the amount of it's going to steal a kill away from uncalled for. And this is going to be a big game for Gamers Unite Nations as well. But man, I think it's going to be all Hate Gaming here in this position. But see, right now, Slick gets knocked. And he needs the support from Jaja. So I would like to see the rest of the team be very careful here. Don't get too cocky.
That ledge right there from the boulder. Shifu getting a little too aggressive. That second nade, that follow-up grenade is going to be taken. The nades from Hate Gaming. These bowlers are playing such a crucial role. Jaja going to be tossing one above their head. That should give them some time as well to get this pickup right in the smoke. 3 teams to go here. Hate Gaming had the advantage. Oh, but Shifu knocked out again. That molly was so close. They know that Gamers Unite is pinned right here, but they are just throwing nades back and forth. And one is all it's going to take. I think Hater's going to be able to hit this one. I think it's going to be better than it is. And one of the members from Game just missed it by an inch. That's another toss. That might be good. That might be good. Is that money? An underhand nade here. Okay, I think he did that a little closer, thinking that there's still that member up close. Hate Gaming are splitting up against these 2 teams, and it actually might be working out because they're getting all these kills, and they really do need them. I think that if they did just go on one side, they'd be in a better position. Yeah, because now Hater got knocked from the side. Oh, this is devastating. Now it's just 2 members up from Hate. They cannot afford to lose any points. 17 kills, huge game. They got a duo. They need to be really giving away that angle. You knew your squad mates. Hater knew that there was an enemy there. Play closer together. You gotta focus. Two split. Just deciding to go and look at each other. Okay, but that is gonna eliminate that angle. So now it's just a 1v1. Nice shots coming back and forth. Oh, Jaja's so lit. Juice running straight up. Uzi. 1v1. Jaja has the angle. Jaja has the angle here. He can use it to his advantage. One more bullet. He's gonna get it. Hate Gaming EU are gonna get the chicken dinner with literally a kill record. The most kills that we have seen here. What is that? What a performance. What a performance. 18 kills. 33 points. 33 points in one game, and they were in 12th place, 73 points. So that brings them into that 100-point mark. Now again, that is only to give them a chance. That is still not enough to make it into the top 4. But here's the big thing. Now they actually have a chance to get into the top 4. Because before, they didn't get this game here, to be honest with you, I don't think they did. But they did exactly what they needed to do to open that door for them and give them a shot at making it to the next stage. That would be so clutch. What a game. That should set them up at 106 total points, right? And with Panda going out, I believe, getting 0 points that game. 4 Romanian men going out really early on as well. A lot of these teams at the top of the leaderboards that we like to call those point sponges, they allow squads to really wiggle their way on in. I mean, we were talking about teams on that right side of the leaderboard on what they need to accomplish in order to have a fighting chance. 33 points is exactly what they needed.
Românii sunt pe primul loc, băi, de bunule, Saul.
That's gonna give them some momentum because that's their first chicken dinner
Nu
that
știu ce
they're
tag au
able
ea
to pick
panda
up
aia.
here over the last couple of days. So you get a bunch of kills.
Au jucat
Now
bine
you finally have
hate-ul.
that fighting chance to actually qualify. And
Nu știu, că nu pot să fac bani în joc.
Momentum, that's a big thing that a lot of times we don't consider.
Bro, I mean, I consider it all the time, man. I gotta tell you what, they could have not chosen a better game to get this chicken dinner on. Like you mentioned, match number 1, it's gonna be so huge for their overall morale, especially getting a kill record, because getting that many kills, that's gonna give you a lot of confidence to be able to go and not hesitate when it comes to getting into those team fights. So if you're hate gaming, I think the only thing you have to worry about right now is not getting too cocky. Because the job's not done yet. You still got more work to do. You're now the door's open, but you still gotta walk through it. If you're hate gaming if you're a fan of them, make sure you throw a whole bunch of hype in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we still got 3 more matches left to go, and I couldn't ask for a better start. So make sure you get your drinks, get your popcorn ready, and we'll catch you up right after this short break.
Bine rău au jucat în Jajar.
Ce? Finuț și cu un creier supersonic.
Păi nu știu, Lexu, vedem. Trag și tare să ajungă. Nu mai trebuie 15-20 de puncte la România, ce au loc asigurat. Nu e problemă, o mergi, nu e problemă. Unos 2, 3. Chiar deloc. Oricum se califică, mă.
Ce să vă fac dacă merge capul? Ce să vă fac care v-am băiat? Recunosc că am fost amărât. Nu mi-a fost ușor să ajung cine sunt. Și dormeam pe o scară de vlog, dezvelit când alții aveau cojoc. Dar acum vă arăt când aer că mama mea n-a făcut un fraier. Mama a făcut un boss, sunt și șmecher și frumos. Să vedeți că am putere, o fac săgețile mele. Mama a făcut un
Ce dracu să fac? Am dormit și puțin doar ca să mă la finală. Vreo 2500 dolari aș bloc, mă.
o fac săgețile mele.
Sorino. Da, mă, se califică cu România, 100%.
Eu trăiesc bine, dar lumea-i flămândă. Am ochii de vulturi, văd că stau la pândă. Toți vedeți în mine o pradă. Dar s-a dus timpul când dormeam pe străzi. Să-mi facă niște moschetari care au impresii de spartaș. Trageți am păcat Dracula și v-aș da să-mi suceți păzabitei. Mama a făcut un boss, sunt și șmecher
de echipă, de echipă.
Să vedeți că am putere, o fac săgețile mele. Mama a făcut un mos, sunt și șmecher și frumos. Să vedeți că am putere, mă fac săgețile mele.
De echipă iau
Expert Production. Joke Music.
2500 de locul 1.
Ce beic sunt pe uraganul.
Nu live, că nu mă bag. Că nu joc azi. Nu mă bag, mă, nu mă joc. Nu că mă uit la finală. Și după aia mă bag la somn. Da, stai că mai umplut, mă, cred că trebuie iau mai mult acum. S-a mai umplut, s-a mai băgat bani, stai că vedem. Ui, să mor. Nu joc, mă, la screamer, că n-am jucat deloc azi. Nu mai joc, nu live, că n-am jucat deloc azi și nici nu am chef, nu am stare, abia ce m-am trezit și eu. Nu m-am chef să mă joc. Nu vezi că nu mă joc deloc, nu m-am jucat deloc azi, de-abia ce-mi trec și pe live, mă uit la finală și pe aia mă bag la somn iară. Tot e posibil. Te pup, Leonard. Te pup, Eddie.
Mama mi-a spus mereu că poți soție, tu băiatul meu ai multe de spus, am plecat de jos, am și râs, am și plâns, știu că a fost greu, dar uite unde am ajuns, Mama mi-a spus mereu că poți soție, tu băiatul meu ai multe de spus, am plecat de jos, am și râs, am și plâns, știu că a fost greu, dar uite unde am ajuns, și ofer iubire.
Te pup, Mirren, ce faci pe meu? Salut, Hyper, te pup. Ia, nu.
Mama mi-a spus mereu că poți soție,
Vă pup, bă. Mersi, Mirren, te pup.
Mama mi-a spus mereu că poți soție, tu băiatul meu ai multe de spus.
Salut, Ștefan. Vă pup, bă. Și napoletane Joy cu ciocolată. Te pup, Serian. A început deja finala. Te pup, Mirren. Dar și terminat primul meci, băi, nebunilor. Juliana, te pup, bună. Nu prea mai băut col la zilele astea.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split EUS, sponsored by Xiaomi. Innovation for everyone. Match number 1 is in the
Nu mă joc, șefule, Adriana, nu mă joc.
It was a banger. It was a banger, baby. That's how you. I don't think you could have
Mă uit
started
la PMC și
off
mă bag chiar la somn.
intense match because
Am dormit și eu vreo 4
now
ore. Bine s-am dormit, să mor de la 3 până la
I think,
7
that
fără
we're gonna
10.
possibly
Forță
be
am
contention
dormit.
for top 4, and I
Gânderea,
think
te
a
pup,
couple of
bună.
squads added their name to the list. What do you think, Dave?
I think
Nicolas,
it's the
te pup.
zone, man. Papa Blue. I asked for it. I said yesterday, game number 1, we had that prison finish, and then Papa Blue picked up that flip phone and said, "Hey, Dave, you thought yesterday was spicy? Well,
Cosminov,
we're
te
gonna
pup,
send in
salut.
about 50% water down there to melt." Wow, I mean, it was interesting to say the least, and that is exactly what Hate Gaming needed. They needed 33 points, and that's what they got. Right, Hot Chicks? That's what they got. So let's bring up the scoreboard.
Bring it up.
See how
Bring it
close,
up.
how close is the
Hai
race
să
now?
vedem. România vede pe locul 1. Daos pe 2, Panda pe 3.
They literally hit a kill record and a chicken dinner, and now they're in 7th place.
Hate-ul a urcat
this is what I was talking about.
bine. A urcat
That
bine
game,
hate-ul.
even though it was a kill record game and a chicken dinner, they couldn't ask for anything better. That only gave them a shot. Only gave them a shot. The job is not finished. They still got
Toți joacă.
quite a bit more work to do.
No, hai tu pe 11.
19 points, but another big thing, Team Night Target.
Te pup,
Now
Alin.
they're in 4th place. So they've knocked down GSGEU. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're starting to see some moves. Panda has not moved an inch.
Au cu 4 la diferență, 24 de puncte ai. N-are.
They had a bad
Ce să faci,
match,
Iuliana?
but
Uite,
they
am
could
tras și eu
afford
să
to
merg
do
la
that.
PMC și pe
Four
AES.
could afford to throw quite a few matches, I think. But Panda, if I'm any of these teams, I would have my eyes behind my back right now because you got some teams coming from you. And the problem is Sanhok, Dave. Sanhok is the next match. And I mean, do I need to say anything else? Really?
No, we get it, man. We get it. Sanhok is nothing but a clown fiesta.
Salutare, bănelor, vă pup pe toți.
Team Night Target, though, round of applause. They finally were able to breach that top 4. Now they need to make sure to keep it. They have a little bit of a point gap, but not very much, man. Not very much. GSG right beneath them. Silencer Gaming still in the race. But honestly, Hate Gaming EU, one of the biggest movers after game number 1. I mean, obviously, right? 33 points. Obviously, you're going to move a lot. My question is, though, what will happen if another team like Respect, Gamers Unite, No Hate, what would happen if one of those squads has that same pop-off game, right? They're going to just move on the other side of the leaderboard, and we're going to have 2 more games after that. Like, today's just going to be, it's going to be a nail-biter. All right, Hot Jukes?
Oh,
That's
man.
the truth.
It's already a nail biter, to be honest. It's already one. I mean, I can only imagine how these players are feeling because it's starting to get super close. My big thing, though, is Respect, Scrim Farm, any of these teams that are pretty much, even Gamers Unite Nations, they put themselves in a position now to be able to make it. I think this is a crucial match for these squads. A crucial one. You have to pop off here in order to, I think, make yourself a little safe because the problem is any one of these teams, Panda, Deos, Forum Mania Man, or Team Night Target, they can pop off. They could have a big match all in the same one, and that would make it so difficult for any of these teams to catch up to them. So if you're Respect, Scrim Farm, Hate Gaming, my hands would be shaking right now because this is a big match. This is a big one coming up.
So for Romanian men, they didn't really move much. I believe they came in last game 149 points. Interesting little backstory. This is their 2nd PMCO in a row that the team is competing in. They've been playing together for about 8 months. And today's the day. Today's the day that they want to make sure to not just be one of these teams who, compete in PMCO, but qualify from PMCO. And hey, Hot Jukes, 3 more games to go. It's right there. It's right there. They just need to get a couple points, maybe 5 points per game. And one thing that really stuck out to me when talking to them, they turned down some offers as well because they want to stick with the 4 Romanian men. They want to bring that to the global stage. So I was
A
like,
scos
wow,
Weekendii că nu le că
props to you guys
te
over there.
strică la ochi, nu a făcut multă lume ce joacă competitiv
I
gură.
guess whatever the word is, right? They got more of that than I got, you know. Because I'll tell you what, man, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. You know, that's really good though. I think that's good to see a squad that has been together for I think longer than a lot of the other teams here. I think that's why we see them just have so much success and have so much synergy. You can just see in their play
E diferență mare, mă, 24 de puncte.
Unfortunately, that last match they went out super early with, so they got 0 points on the board. Along with
Mai mare presiune e la Daos Legion dacă nu fac nimic.
They still can have that pop-off game at any moment. And to be honest,
Locul 4 la diferență de 24 de
I think that
puncte.
might be it. That might be the ticket punch because the rest of the teams
E fără omenament.
they need to have more than one pop-off game. They got to pop off right here, right now. And guess what? Sanhok, it's so unpredictable. So unpredictable. Anybody can win this game. And guess what? The players, I hear them. I hear the feet going. Let's get it going here. Match number 2 of the PMCO EUS Finals. Let's go.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning on into the 4th and final day of West Europe PMCO Finals. This is going to be match number 2 of the day, the final Sanhok of the event. Top 4. That's the name of the game. Top 4. That is the spot.
No hate, she hate to start
for. If they find themselves in that top 4, well, we're going to pack them up and we're going to ship them up to PMPL to fight for all of that cash money.
Tu cred că vrea să bată pe DL1?
I'm looking. I'm still every game I'm going to be looking for, man. And you already know, I'm going to be looking for those hot drops. Some players they told me they were going to do it. So that's why I'm expecting it here.
And I want to see some action off the bat. I think the one thing that I'm really looking at is that northwestern island because no hate goes there. And if the zone does end up shifting to that island, I think that they can have a big opportunity. But it looks like they're going to have to deal with hate game EU as well. So any one of these squads could really pop off. Deos Legion are up there in hot 10. We got GSG EU heading dead center. And GSG EU, they just got knocked out of top 4. So you know the pressure is on for them. And when I look at the chat, all I see is nothing but go GSGs in there. So they got a lot of fans. They got a lot of pressure. But they can't crumble underneath it. They need to continue the performances that we've seen here in the past few days.
Hate-ul, da, se duce, cred că se duce după nou hate.
5th place, like the dream, that momentum.
Hai dă-mă zona aia să vedem. Deja trage.
This is a squad that we've seen over the past couple days. Very aggressive. Very aggressive. Like they definitely know how to win their gunfights. Circle number 1, the southern part of the zone. Free and clear, but we need to pay attention right now to this squad. Hate Gaming, especially after such a huge victory. Looking right ahead of them, I believe this is going to be no hate.
And they're split. No hate only has 2 players here, so they're at a big disadvantage. Jaguar needs to come around the corner and come help out this team if he wants to save them. But this is a team like no hate with their position. They need to have a game like Hate Gaming EU just still. So we'll see what's going to happen because right now you can see Hate Gaming EU, especially after that last match. It's almost like they can smell blood. They can smell it in the air, and they want to be able to get some.
4v2.
2 potential points right ahead of them right now. Shifu breaching right there with the Vector, going for that spray down, and they got one more to go. Octavian, no way! Octavian, 1v1!
Octavian?
This is a 1v1! Hate Gaming! Are they gonna get taken out right here? Octavian go for that reload!
No way! Octavian!
I-a bătut Octavian, foaie,
What? The legend! What? The legend! Bro!
Mamă, cât de prost a jucat ea, bine. Bravo, mă. Bravo.
Not like this.
Oh, dude, I don't even know what to say right now. That is insane. I mean, what a heads up play for Octavian from No Hate. I just think that, I mean, honestly, that is just a huge shell-shocking moment because
noroc a avut să mor mare, noroc, sigur. Am jucat ea prost, incredibil de prost.
I mean, that is literally going to stop in your tracks that potential train, you know? like all that confidence, everything. It's
Bine
went
acolo la
from
faza aia.
full on.
N-a fost 1v4,
Oh man,
mă.
the highs and the lows, Dave. I don't even know.
I mean,
like even I could just because
A luat
I
2
can
norocteni și
imagine
2
as a
Octavian.
player, like the feelings, the emotions that gotta be going through this team's mind right now. That's brutal. Octavian, man. Oh, the crusher of dreams.
Vezi că de se rotezi bine pe aici. Cum și-a luat mașina, se rotezi repede. Bine.
You have to go back and look at that one as far as hate gaming. Piling up pretty much one at a time, right through that door to take the fight with Octavian in the closet. And
Vezi că până acum Jaguar i-a cărat pe toți, vă zic de pe acum. Care îl hate-uiau toți. Jaguar i-a cărat mult. Să zic că mulțumesc, să-i pup pe picioarele.
What you're doing right now is you're hoping that Team Night Target, you're hoping that GSG, you're hoping that Panda, you're hoping that those 3 teams ahead of you get taken out early as well this game so that you don't have that big of a point gap to
Păi dați și voi un like pe YouTube, mă ajută mult de tot, vă rog eu.
Even the teams behind them, to be honest. I mean, that is just a huge loss. And I think this is what I was talking about, though. Like I said, you know, you just can't get cocky. Don't get too overconfident and don't make a reckless play. And I think that they just realized it was a 2v4 and they sent it just a little bit loose, thinking that they can easily handle it. And we just saw them ending up running in 1 by one. And Octavian just showed that, you know what? You can't play this loose. No matter what the situation is, or you're going to get punished for it. And that's what happened. A little bit of a battle between Exotic Alliance and GSG, bouncing back and forth, trying to get that initial knock.
We're talking about that fight because it was such a huge fight for Hate Gaming to lose, especially so I hope everybody watching, they understand the magnitude, right? That fight held. So hey, GSG though, they're looking for it, man. They're looking to get back their spot, that 4th place position. Beg for mercy, definitely one of the highlight players from Exotic Alliance over the past couple of days. Going to be right there on top of the roof. Meanwhile, their squad mates in the foothills, they're just like, hey, beg for mercy. We got your back right now. We got your back, but that's not going to be blowing up right in their face. Kaboom goes the dynamite, hot chicks.
That's going to be a big knock. So the rest of the team has to come and support their teammate. GSG realizes that. So they're going to use that knock to kind of bait them out and try to get a second one. And once they do get that next knock, you know they're going to be full sending it. And they do. So there goes Andy. And just like that, Levi from this off angle, full sending out up, but can't get too cocky. Does get lit up a little bit. So he's going to play that a little bit more fast. But I think Nightmare has a really good angle with that QBZ. Zombie with the M7 gets some nice shots. He does get headshot in return. But GSG is now in trouble. Levi from this off angle really needs to come help out his team. Otherwise, they are going to get thirsty. Has to be able to hold down the suppressive fire as well. So it's Nightmare and Zombie versus Levi and Kamara. Who's going to get this next knock? Man, Levi needs to send it, but he's going to be such super risky. He knows it. That's why he's hesitating right now. He doesn't want to just send it up there without any information. That's a tough hill to cross. Nightmare coming on another off angle himself. Those shots are going to give away his position. And Kamara is just thinking, I need to get this finished so I can try to pick up my teammate. Otherwise, they're going to lose him. And I think they are. Yeah. Oh, that one's off. That's a good one. Nice and close right there. He has to throw the nade early to get the confirm. Now here comes a big 1v1. Free fire coming out. Kamara's going to win it with just 1 health left. Levi goes for the res, so now it's just Zombie up. And with Nightmare down there, he ain't picking him up unless he kills out this whole team. So nice pickups for GSG.
Yeah, this is definitely a bigger fight for GSG to lose in this situation.
Se zicea că din cauza lui. Nu, Nick se zice, ăla care zicea din cauza lui. Nu Jaguar. Jaguar e mai bun ca toți de acolo. E mai bun, dar a făcut mai multe ca toți de acolo. El și Octavian, restul nu i-am văzut. Te pup, Blondie.
One at a time, they are moving together as a unit, and we see Zombie looking back and forth like, oh no, just waiting for the inevitable. And there it goes, another point on the board. 4 kills for GSG.
Nu știu ce problemă, trebuie pe mine, vezi că are și el Discord, merg și scrie acolo.
I thought that was a finish on one of the GSG members, but it was actually on one of his own teammates Exotic, and that was because that Molotov came at the perfect time. He had to kind of move to the side.
4
And he
vremeu la
threw that
Quarry.
nade, tried to get it through the window, and just missed it, killing his own teammate. So that was, I think that hurt
A
Exotic
rotit mult
Alliance
și bine.
just as much. But that Molly, man, I mean, that little play got him to be able to make that little mistake. So well executed from GSG. And now this is a great game for them to start off and hopefully make it back into the top 4.
Everybody's looking for it, man. Everybody's looking for that one up on each other. Sanhok, one of the sweatiest maps. Honestly, I mean, it is just a humid map, so you are going to be sweating with all
Te
this
pup,
gear
Scol,
on.
uite-mă și un
Pandas
pic pe aici.
trying to make that comeback from last
Nu
game's
sunt supărat,
performance.
mă.
I believe what they were taking out first.
Doar ce
Right?
m-am
So
trezit
that
și
is
eu.
going to be the goose egg, the 0 points. And I told you, Yiz told me, hey Dave, we are going to get that chicken dinner. We're going to get that chicken
Am
dinner
înțeles
today.
casare, ce singură.
Let's see. Let's see. Sanhok is going to be the game to do it in, as we are going to be checking in with the zone. A lot of teams, Pynam, a lot of teams playing really center right now, and for good reason.
Yeah, no one wants to get, you don't want to get caught on edge when it comes to Sanhok, because this is just one of the most brutal maps to push into. When the zone shifts, which it just did right here, which is a pretty fair one for all these teams, you only get like a minute on the clock, and you have to basically just put your gun away and start running instantly. But how can you do that when you're getting gate kept by 3 or 4 squads? You can't. So I think when you have a ridiculously hard shift on Sanhok, you got to pass all those meds off and just try to go for placement, because we've seen teams try sending it and just get taken out instantly, right, Dave?
Doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You cannot send it on Sanhok. And honestly, Sanhok, that's one of the maps that, you know, vehicles might not be as important. And this is me going on a limb here, obviously, right? But other maps, you know, vehicles so crucial to just building your own cover. I mean, we saw that last game, right? How that really played a factor.
Te pup, Alexandru.
Sanhok, since it is so small, the terrain so elevated here and there, I feel like almost riding around in vehicles is a disadvantage, because a lot of teams, they like to just hide in the foothills and snake in. Once when they hear that vehicle, they're going to pop up immediately. And you like to put it all the time. If you're in a car,
Alina,
you can't
bună, ce
shoot
faci
back.
pe meu, te pup.
You can't shoot back, so you're just going to be easy pickings here.
Yeah, especially if you're driving yourself, and even if you have a squad in that car, that's the problem with Sanhok. Since the map is so small, if you try driving late game, there's so many teams just surrounding every single corner of the map. And if you try sitting in a vehicle, the second these teams hear that noise, every single one of them is going to be just staring straight at that car, trying to get those free points. So definitely not a map that you want to be driving in late game. And there's plenty of terrain with rocks and cover and trees everywhere to run with there. I would much rather see squads run together. I see Levi pushed up quite a bit. You know, run as a full team together, because if you do get picked apart, at least you're able to kind of support each other and try to get through it one knock at a time. And Levi is scouting. Oh man, he's walking into a trap, dude. A big trap. Nasty's just waiting for him. Hello, goodbye.
Yeah, that tree. that tree. That tree is just a toothpick
Eu nu
tree.
înțeleg dacă n-a
right
stat
there.
ăla acolo de jos.
You know what Levi's saying right now?
Say what?
Nu se înjură pe avion, nu?
There's a team here.
Yeah. Hey, there's a team here. Yep.
Hey guys, there's people up here. Yep. So
People up here. People up here. Yeah, there's people up here behind the
Quick
boulders.
Quick comms. Yeah, there's a guy right behind this rock. FYI, just to let you know. And they're gonna ask him, "Are you sure?" And you know what he's gonna say? Oh, I'm sure. I'm
Uite
really
dacă se
sure.
fac arena, mă duc dacă pe 15 au până la somn.
These, you know, I'm not trying to be too nitpicky, but I'm just right now I'm just heavily invested in like teams really playing tight, man, and on their A game, especially if you
Nu
are
știi cum să te înjure ăștia.
PSG. They're in 5th place. It's like you're so close to qualifying for
Pe la
the
primul 15 am bag la
PMPO.
sub să văd ce se întâmplă
I
pe
just
aici.
feel like you cannot be having these little tiny micro mistakes. You just cannot. It's just
Aici,
not
pula mea, se fac
possible. And
knockouts.
we've been stressing on it this whole time. But honestly, with 3 more games to go, 5th place, like you're right there. Levi, I get it. You're the scout. But even if they're so pushed up, like even if they were to find themselves a nice little spot, like their squad mates weren't even moving a muscle. So like, what's the point of that play? Like, what's the point of scouting there if your teammates aren't even going to move?
and for everybody watching this right now, like to give some extra context on top of that, is like the reason why some of you guys may be thinking like, who the heck are these guys to talk about this kind of stuff? Thing is that we've been casting, you know, some of the biggest tournaments in PUBG Mobile for a couple of years now, and we've seen how well these other teams play. Hold on, real quick, Sava. Oh man, yeah. See, but look at that. It was a nice send. It was a nice send with a full squad from No Hate, and now they're able to pick apart Deos little by little as a full team and catch these members slipping. Nice return shots from Octavian down. Oh, Octavian, man, the legend, the squad wiper himself. If you have one person that you want to squad wipe a whole team, it's gonna be Octavian. That nade is so hard to throw though on the bottom of that hill. He's gonna have to press down, and he realizes it. Yep, the pressure's on. He's got to go ahead and send it. Oh, it's a 2v1 though. Oh, he don't care. Octavian gets to confirm. Going for that 1v1. Vector, M4. Hip fire. He's goodness. Does win it. Does win it. The man's a legend. The man's insane.
Cum n-a să retrage ăla?
Insane. Clutch badge?
Right? Clutch badge.
Congratulations, Octavian. You've earned one.
Bine ai jucat, Octavian.
And he's gonna get his whole
Can
team
do
up.
it from the
He's gonna get his whole
closet.
team up.
Can do it from behind the boulder. Octavian's got this one in the bag.
Mi s-a întors ăla, eu nu înțeleg, păi.
What a play, Octavian, dude. What a stud. That is so insane.
Mamă, ce greșeală a făcut băiatul
That's just
ăsta.
clutch. That's just clutch. Those are those plays you can't really count for. You just have to hope your teammate makes a play. And man, he's already made 2 of them today. So if No Hate makes it into the next round, I know exactly why. I know exactly why. And it starts with the letter O. And this guy is pure clutch. And well, back real quick. Back to what I was saying.
Back it up.
You know, the reason why is because we've seen how well the top teams in the planet play. And the thing is, they don't make mistakes. They don't make those little obvious, well, to us, are obvious micro play mistakes. And to be honest with you, like right there, GSGEU, what do you gain by sending someone solo running up there? What do you gain? A minute of time? Maybe 45 seconds to clear that hill? It's just not worth it. You have to assume there's a team on every single hill, and you have to full send it as a squad. That's what the best and the best do. And if you do something like that, you're going to get one member taken out, and now you're 3-man for the rest of the game. And when you got so much on the line, oh man, that's why I think it's so tough for us to see.
And trust me, these players, they're probably 100 times better than me, right? I mean, I'm a total bot in the game. I get in the game, I'm in a vehicle the whole time, letting the team do all the heavy lifting, right? So I'm just in it to have some fun. So these players are already, if they 1v1 me in a team deathmatch, you bet they'll probably win. But like we're saying here, this is the end. This is the end. The marathon, the finish line, Hot Jukes, is right over there. You know, I don't care if you need some water. I don't care if your legs are starting to get a little weak. You cannot afford to lose sight of the bigger picture. And Levi in that situation. Oh, and they get the next zone. Oh, man, you know, GSG, they are going to just be wishing that Levi was still with them, because having the numbers advantage at the end, having the whole team up at the end is so crucial to getting that winner chicken dinner.
And to be honest, man, whether they can 1v1 you or not, it doesn't matter, because you can be like, all right, they do that, what do they gain? But from here, they can gain so much if they make it to the top 4, and and especially since we know what 2021 is going to look like for competitive PUBG Mobile. I mean, $14 million in prize pool announced. That is a life-changing amount of money. So, you know, to see, you know, really good teams lose players early on,
Mai sunt două pe lângă
that's
asta.
a tough one. That's a tough one to swallow, but we'll see if they're able to still make it happen as a 3-man squad. As look at this, only 3 seconds left of the clock. The zone just popped, Dave. All these players got to get a move on it instantly.
You know, he's looking really good. GSG up there to the north. So, hey, we'll see them. We'll see. Teams. Man, we got a ton of teams down here in the south all trying to make their way on in now. Team Night Target, 4th place. They just were able to acquire that 4th place position last game. They lost already. They had 3 up. They need to push across the water. They're going to be right behind Rex. Poppy in the open. Ooh, Poppy able to get behind cover just in time.
Eu nu înțeleg de ce au tras să ia în afara zonei. Nu la mână. Eu chiar nu înțeleg treaba asta.
I do not know, because those shots, they just alerted everybody to their location.
V-ați dus.
Oh yeah, and when it's tough to take shots outside of the zone. I think they should have just played a little bit sneakier, try to push up on them, and then once they got in position, then you start shooting. But as soon as you have one player shoot, all eyes flip over to you and are ready to gatekeep the heck out of you. And I kid you not, as soon as Poppy got shot, he just screamed to his team, "Corale," you know, run. and now he is just, now he's angry. You know, Yale Cabronet, he's pissed, and he's ready to get some shots in revenge. And look at that, they are punishing Team Night Target on their way in.
They're getting it, man. They're getting it. And comparing Respect from yesterday's games, playing group together. They got their head in the game. Currently 9th place on the overall leaderboard. They started yesterday in 4th place or 5th place, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice
so
shot.
For that comeback. Chaos taken out with those suppressed M4 shots from across the way. And Team Night Target, well, they're probably going to get chunked out from the blue zone. Zol, the last one alive, as we do have 12 teams to go on this Sanhok map.
Da, pentru un aici e mult mai repede, pe păcate.
Could be risky, or it could pay off when it comes to getting a ton of kills, gatekeeping those teams in the south.
Man, once Poppy got shot, he was screaming "Corale," but after he got that knock, he was saying "Andale." You know, that's what you get. That's what you get for shooting me in the back, and that's what happens when you have a teammate just take a shot a little bit too early. So now Team Night Target are still running as a single. He's going to have to try his best to get some more placement points because they are very close into being a top 4. Rexpect needs to have a pop-off game, though. They really, really do. So next zone is going to go on to Painan. And look how many teams still need to press up in here. Rexpect, if they're able to get in position, they can gatekeep them all. But they're potentially most likely going to get gatekept by all these squads sitting in Painan.
Hai să vedem 4M-ul ce face. Dacă câștigă zona aia sus, acolo e fort.
Provide some cover for the time being. Might be able to get some solid placement points. Scrim Farms, I'm concerned with them because this squad, they know how to frag out. Respect gonna be down there. They need to push. Uncalled for though. In the blue, Mooney hitting the dirt real quick, trying to avoid those shots. And look who it is here. Hot Dukes, Respect, they are just trying to pop off this game with 3 kills so far. They are looking to get as many points as possible. They need it, man. They need it.
They sure do. They need a pop-off game, and this is a heck of a squad that we definitely want to see what they can be able to do in order to get into the next stage. We got 4 Romanian men. Had a 0-point game before, but now they're definitely going to put some points on the board now, as they are pushing really hard on the Silencer Gaming. It's all up to goal touch, but Sushi able to shut that down really quickly. So now it's just Nasty. This is not a really good position. This guard tower is still going to be exposed from on top of this hill. And there's not very many angles you can hold from there. So that is a really tough spot. He's in the next zone, though. So, yeah, he's not moving. He is not moving an inch. Next circle is going to be really close by. 4 Romanian men need to get everybody up and start sending it down there now. And if they do, they're going to be in a great spot for the rest of this game.
But like you said, time is not on their side. They need to get them up now and go downhill right now. Because when the blue zone starts to close, that damage, it's going to start ticking away. It will start ticking away. No limits. Dead last on the overall leaderboard.
Mamă, dacă îl bate pe la singur, 4M-ul și au pușca aia de sus în forță NATO. Haide mă, grăbiți-vă și vedeți-l pe acolo.
GSG, they probably hear the smokes. They probably got some decent idea that there might be some stragglers making their way through Painam, as next zone, Painam right there on the edge. So not a lot of cover. Not a lot of cover. And over there in the distance, we see Clown from Scrim Farm getting naded.
Yes, they are. And you said about to close. Guess what? That zone's already closing, man. These zones move so quickly, and the pressure is on from all these teams in Painan to get to the next spot. Rex is going to get shot here at the end, and here comes the blue zone. It's up to Banana to be able to hold it down, but he's going to get shut down by GSG. GSG is going to get a really nice kill there as a 3-man. And they're trying to press and find a way into this next circle. It's going to shift.
4M-ul trebuie să-l bată pe ăla din cușcă, să iei zona neapărat.
They're going to send it right down. You can see that on the map. They're going to send it on down to that shack. And if they get that kill onto Nasty, then they are going to...
Îl știu pe ăla. În 2.
Oh, he got the revenge.
Dacă îl bat pe aia, sunt forță acolo din cușca aia.
So they're going to be as a duo against Nasty. They know exactly where he is. Most likely going to 2v1. Never mind. Nasty with a huge nade onto Rana. Up there, and now it's just Sushi.
Nasty's popping off.
Nasty ain't playing. Silencer Gaming, the old local Nostra Ice team, you know, last remaining member popping off here at the end. But look at this, the clock, it's down to 0. All these teams down here got to move. Scrim Farms versus GSG Europe. Huge plays have to start coming
Patron
down.
l-a luat și merge
Oh,
și la
Rana
ția,
does
că
get
se
the
bate
kill
ea.
on
Haide,
Nancy,
mă.
so now 4 Romanian men have the hill to their own. You know they're gonna start gatekeeping them. Heck shot,
Deci,
the blue zone though. The blue
Poate
zone's hurting way
toate,
too much. You cannot
bravo,
stand in
input.
it. He has to full send it on up. Oh, that tree is not thick enough, dude. Thick trees matter,
Ines.
and that one's not it.
Acum e șansa lor să-i bată pe ăștia.
Ooh, from the blue, Lou trying to
Bravo,
take the shots,
Emut.
trying to get that
Bravo.
backstab. Ooh, the blue zone gonna be taking them out
Bine,
right there.
bă,
Grenade
yes.
Oh, what a
from the
nade.
Mai e afară.
tower at the end
Oh,
right
done.
there, and Tudor
Oh, it's over.
getting second place from healing. Tudor was able to overleap both
Eu nu stau, Iuliana, că plec la muncă mâine. Dacă vrei, mâine ne jucăm 100%, în seara asta nu mai. Că mă mai uit la meciurile astea și pe aia ies.
Second place is 12 points. Yeah, so that's
8 kill-uri și
doubled.
win, mă,
The
bă,
heal
voi.
strat
Bă, fost.
coming in
Jesus.
clutch right there from
TF-ul a luat
Tudor.
acolo iarăși el
That's
cu
clutch.
eu iar a
What did we
făcut
say from the
echipele care
start?
sunt în top.
Did we not talk about the heal strat immediately when it came to Sanhok and tough circle shifts? And we just saw it right there. 12 points in placement just from healing up. Scrim Farms in third place had a good amount of
Și ba
kills.
da, și ai
7
îmbut, am
kills,
văzut.
and
La
a
sus
third
și
place
nu ai
finish, so
îmbut,
that's
da.
17 points. They definitely needed that.
Bine.
4 Romanian men get the chicken dinner, and to be honest, we didn't think 4 Romanian men. We knew 4 Romanian men were going to be set pretty much the whole
They
time.
needed that chicken. They
So
needed that chicken.
yeah, so well, that chicken dinner, that's the ticket punch. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So
Nu le mai ia
that-
locul
that's
nimeni.
gonna-
Sunt
if
number
they
one
had
în
any
Europa.
Slight worries, I think those are gone after the Sanhok
Ăsta le
match.
trebuie meciul ăsta.
The leaderboards though, man, they're definitely gonna see a little bit of adjustments, and I think that top 4, man, or that 4th place, ooh, that is gonna be in extreme contention.
Delou merge
in the
cam
last two
prost,
matches.
văd că. Dacă nu faci Delou un meci bun, se duc pe
pretty much
Giocan.
took it away from 4 Romanian men as well because Nasty
Pare rău,
took
Iuliana, da.
out 2,
Nu,
if I'm not mistaken.
am cum să ia. În seara asta nici eu nu mă
As
joc deloc, nu mai jucat deloc. Mă uit doar aici și
pushed
după aia
downhill
ies.
onto that guard tower. But once when they, locked in on that nasty position, they were able to take them out, and that was really the winning play in my book for them. They almost threw it. I'm not gonna lie, they almost threw it right there.
Păi dați-mi
Not
un
that
like, mă
they
ajută
needed
mult.
the chicken dinner, but if you are a squad looking to secure yourself that top 4 spot for the day, hey, get that chicken, your ticket punched. You should be
Au
good
câștigat
to
pe
go.
meciul,
Now, the
da.
question with that though, 4 Romanian men, we both agree they punched their ticket. The question for me though, now they have a lot of power. They can kind of decide what team gets that 4th place spot if they wanted to, right? There's no rules
good
against
point.
hot dropping other squads. There's no rules against gatekeeping other squads on rotations that
Nu se fac
they
schimbări,
tend to do
Mirela,
all
că
the
dacă se
time.
făceau eram și eu de mult, dar nu se fac schimbări, nu e.
You could pretty much
se
get a good
poate.
understanding of what teams like to do on certain maps. So will that come into play? I don't know. That might be 200 IQ. I don't know if teams are playing at that level yet, but it's always a possibility. Always a possibility.
I mean, it's a huge possibility. That's a great point because for Romanian men with that performance, you're right. They can do whatever they want in the lobby. And if there is a team that they're really scared of or a team that they feel is a threat coming into the Pro League and their spot for 4th place is in question, they can just hunt them down. They can go straight into them full send, take them out early, or even if you take out a couple of the members, that's going to cripple them tremendously. So so many storylines to be able to cover. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and see what the leaderboards is going to look back. Everything as soon as we get back from this break. So don't go anywhere.
N-am mai fost la PMPL, nu, dar merită. Bravo. Da, e fată sushi, da. Nu tot fan nu mai găsit echipă. Câștigă 3000 sau între 2500 și 3000, 4000 de euro. Nu câștigă Rama nou. Ia pe nimeni. Nu se mai numește EMEA, se numește PMPL. PUBG Mobile Pro League. Rama nu știu dacă se mai dă, înainte ăla e la locul 1. El mi-a făcut. Alo, Mădălin, te pup. Nu mai știu dacă e pe 2, vedem. Am văzut Zetrix. E forță. Temea, te pup, mersi. Mersi de share. Patru echipe merg mai departe. După PMPL. Da, m-am fiat. Eu nu joc Zetrix, n-auzi. Te-a pus Matias. Salut, Zupo, te pup.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open EU West, of course, sponsored by our amazing sponsor, Xiaomi.
Ascultă ceva, acum vedem.
For everyone. 2 matches are in the books. We got 2 more left to go here, and oh man, this is a race for the top 4 positions, and this race has just been getting closer and closer every single game as we go on here, and we're barely halfway through here.
Oh man. It's Miramar, Aaron,
Coca.
and it's done. It is done. The top 4 move on to PMPL. Let's bring up the scores because
bring it up.
Oh man, it's rough. It is rough out here. It is rough out here. Hate Gaming after the wipeout from Octavian from last match. They are back in that 9th place position. GSG, Team Night Target, doing a little seesaw action right there for that 4th and 5th place position.
Nu mai bate nimeni pe forumele. Ce dracu să ne bată?
Only a one. And now I'm getting a little concerned with Panda as well as the point spread starts to close.
Da, 10 pe 2 și pe 8 no hate-ul, cu să nu
really haven't been popping off in the first 2 games.
21 de puncte
That's going
diferență.
to open it up. I mean, Scrim Farm 121, Team Night Target 129, Center Gaming as well 117. Like all it takes is one chicken dinner, hot chooks, and then bam, you're there, man. It's crazy.
That's it. I mean, this is such a close race. GSG Europe were knocked down to 5th by Team Night Target. And then after that match, the last one, they said, no, sir, we're taking it back. We're taking that 4th place spot back for now. And guess what? It's only back with only 1 point difference. So you're right. Panda, Deos Legion, I think all the teams from pretty much 2nd place, even up to 10th right now, I mean, have the chance to be able to make it into the top 4. And at the same time, if you are down towards that 10th place position, you expect this Miramar match, the last Miramar match here of the PMCO EU West, they need to have a game like Hate Gaming had in game number 1. So Hate Gaming needs to have another pop-off match because dying early in that Sanhok was devastating. It was devastating. And like I mentioned, it gave them a chance, but they still had a lot of work to do. And now with them getting owned, I have to say, they got owned by Octavian. In that last one, Octavian, I mean, oh yeah, he definitely has a shelf, and Hate Gaming EU is on them because he really shut down this squad's dreams. But it ain't over yet. They still need they can still have a crazy pop-off game, but man, I gotta admit, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because towards the end, we've seen multiple times things always tend to get a little bit crazy in the last couple matches of a tournament.
I mean, especially the last one, right? The last one of the last day. Oh man, like if you only need 1 point, like Team Night Target do, I don't know what you do. I think if it's the last game, all right. Now we still have this Miramar game, but I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. But say it is the last game, you only need 1 point. I am going to be dropping so far on the edge away from every single body. I'm going to be going for that trash loot. I'm going to go somewhere where nobody would even think of dropping to get that loot. That's what I'm going to do. Honestly, that might actually
Depinde ce
be
fac acum,
what I
menționează
start to do
Mirela.
this game as well. If I am Deos Legion, if I am Panda, even GSG, because teams, they're salty, bro. I mean, teams are definitely going to be salty. And they have a good opportunity right now to really stick it to you if you only need a couple points to qualify compared to these squads. 36 points, 44 points, 64 points. Like, they don't got nothing to lose. So if they really want
Aici asta nu să mai facă niciun punct, e greu.
You better watch yourself, man. You better watch yourself.
Because let's be real, Exotic Alliance, Entropic, Uncalled For, all these teams down here at the bottom, the chances of them making it are almost slim to none at this point. Unless they have even if they had a 30-point game, I still don't think it's enough. They would have to have a 30-point game here and a 30-point game in the next match if they want to stand a chance. And that is going to be a tall order. And like you mentioned, those teams, and even 4 Romanian men at number 1, they're going to be sitting around just thinking, hey, you know what? We don't got much to do. You know, our chances are, you know, like we don't have to really have to do too much, you know, because the chances of us making it in are slim to none. 4 Romanian men have already made it. And if, for example, one of the pandas happened to piss off one of those members from their squad, right? They could just say, you know what? Hey, pandas, you like to drop here? Well, we'll go say hello to you in this next match. And if that happens, oh, it's going to be devastating for that squad. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, you're in for a show here. You are in for a show because these last 2 matches are going to decide who's going to move on to the Pro League. And to be honest with you, Dave, I don't know who's going to move on. I don't know. I mean, I could say 4 Romanian men are, but
Okay,
the rest of the lobby, yeah. 4 Romanian men for sure, but the rest of the lobby, I don't know.
And you know what makes it even more interesting, and I know we've been talking about the backstories about a lot of these squads. A lot of these teams, they literally formed a day, 2 days before PMCO group stages. Like they came together right before it started. They qualified. There was 32 teams, 4 different groups, a best of 12. They qualified to make it here to the best of 16. And now those group of friends, they might be going to the Pro League, right? Like a group of friends might be going to the Pro League. It is nuts. I mean, definitely turning dreams into reality. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's the final Miramar of PMCO finals. So get your popcorn, get your drinks, get ready to sit back and relax and watch your favorite teams duke it out in the try-hard mode of Miramar. I believe the plane is going to be loaded up, flying in the air, getting ready. We got that landing gear up.
Ultima match, așa am înțeles.
Miramar.
Let's get it. The plane, as you can see, it's looking pretty. The plane path is looking, you know, rather fine. I say so myself. Looks like it's going to be going from the north down to the south. Yes, it is. Right down the center. So all these squads are going to pretty much hit their main landing positions. But man, this is such a crucial one. I mean, it's so crazy because it's difficult to stress just how important this is. The last Miramar match that we're going to see here in the PMCO
Miramar match, da, e ultimul match pe Miramar, da.
And it is so crucial because there's just so many of these teams.
Mai era încercat, dar au succes, dar acum am auzit bine.
Of the top 4. And I got to tell you what, if you're a team that has been in the top 4 for the past few days, I'm looking at you, Panda, Deos Legion, even GSG. If you get kicked out in the last couple of matches, that's devastating. Devastating. So, gotta hold on and show everybody why you have been in the top 4 for so many days leading up to this. And you gotta make it happen. And you gotta make it happen in these last 2 matches.
For a second, I thought you were looking at me. You were looking at me, but no, you were looking over my shoulder at Team Night Target.
Am luat spiturile lui Bulu. No hate, am luat spiturile lui Bloodline.
Looking at this game.
Okay.
Not too bad, right? I mean, for the most part, everybody should be able to get some solid and there's some clear pathways. I mean, GSG, they can use that southern road near Puerto Paraiso and easily transition you know, Los Leones and Paul.
Nu hate, am luat spiturile lui Bloodline meciul ăsta.
You know, they're going to be hot dropping. I can't.
Până ce vine în 23, 24, 25, 26 pe acolo.
Okay, well, we should expect that because yesterday they were just a magnet. This is going to be 14th and 16th. All we're missing now to make the complete party is Loconosha Power, as we're going to be popping in with
look at that.
Godzilla
punched out.
Godzilla going for some nice little punch outs.
Yep, simple onto simple, aka simple points. You know, that's gonna be 1 in the books for uncalled for. And you got the rest of No Limits in a situation that we have seen them in pretty much the entire PMCO, just getting caught super early in crazy engagements. And it looks like that's not gonna change here in the last couple of games. So honestly, if I was uncalled for here, I'm getting my floor together and just full pressing this team all day long. Got to do it.
Yeah, you got to do it. I might even just do it with some pans too. Try to get some spicy action going, you know, get that pan throw. We've seen multiple pan throws here. Only 1 successful connection, but it took out only half of the health. So no actual pan knock. Now that would be esports history as that was not too long ago in the update, the throwables right there. So huge update in my opinion. Can really make for some
Te-am pupat, Lin,
highlightable
mersi
moments,
frumos.
and that's exactly
Te
what some
fi sănătos
players
și
are
iubit.
already trying to do. No limits, banana between them,
Nice shot.
between uncalled for. That's not even gonna matter. That's not even gonna matter. Banana's straight chilling as their squad mates on the outskirts gonna start to collapse in.
Nicola able to get the nice knock, and he's going to be setting it again. UMP putting in some good work. He does have that. Oh, M7. That's the one.
prost era.
Oh, never
Tot dă-le
mind.
tigăi
With
acum.
the M16 straight headshots, he hits those. Big one right there. So uncalled for, losing 2 members just like that due to Nicola's awesome play. And yeah, nice little pre-fire coming out from Reeks here. The thing about No Limits is that they always seem to play just super separate, even when it comes to early on. And usually if you have all 4, just sending him against each one by one, you could definitely
Cum să-l
get
bată
the
ăla din
advantage
full
up on
open,
them
băi,
really
omule,
quickly.
băi.
But the thing is, you just can't get 2 lags, because you'll see right there, Nicola shutting them down really fast. Getting a couple of nice kills. Uncalled for, Godzilla, last remaining member 2. Gonna have to make a play. He's got a Winchester in his hand?
Respect.
The Winnie. The Winnie. I mean, uncalled for, they're not making it in regardless.
Oh, look at Godzilla's like, you go.
Oh,
You
please.
go. I'm gonna stand back.
Oh.
I got your back.
Tommy.
Ooh, Godzilla. Tommy gun right there. Going for the second spray, but Nikolai doesn't care. Does not
what he
care.
said?
Banana going for those air punches right there.
He said
Oh,
Godzilla,
man.
more like Gonzilla, dude.
Gone.
What a
Back to
play.
lobby.
Gone.
So
Yeah, and these
No
are just
Limits.
2 teams on the bottom. Yeah.
yeah, they are on the bottom, but No Limits. Though I'm actually a little surprised that they have been at the bottom this whole time, because when we look back at the actual group stages, they were a mid-pack team. They finished, if I'm not mistaken, in the 8th place with a decent amount of kills and placement points, and that was one of the teams that I put on my list of teams to watch, as they could potentially
Am învățat
make it
și ei
to that
măcar
top
acum
4.
ultima zi
I
să
don't
se
know exactly what
rozească.
happened here, though. Maybe the nerves, maybe the pressure, right, to qualify that top 4. You know, it went from qualifying top 16 to top 4, so the pressure definitely cranked up a couple dollars there. And also, though, maybe a little bit of tilt factor, right? I mean, you come into this, you have 2 really bad days.
Te
How do
pupa,
you
Lin,
get out of
mersi
that
frumos.
slump? I mean, how do you get out of that slump?
I mean, there's some kind of internal team struggle going on there, because from what I recall, I just remember seeing No Limits constantly running a 3-man almost the entire tournament, like sporadically, just at half the games, 3. And it could be due to different reasons. Maybe you had some players that had other real life work obligations or things going on, which does happen. And at the same time, though, it's tough. It's tough. It's a part of the
No limits.
it's part of the game of esports, and unfortunately, if that's the setup that you have to deal with, you're gonna have to overcome it. And it just looks like it would just happen to be a little bit too much for No Limits in this particular split. But hopefully, we'll see this team, group up, figure things
Top 1,
out,
2 și 8.
and use this experience to come back stronger in the fall split coming up around the corner.
You ever heard the term "too much sauce"?
Pai,
Too
clipă
much
sus.
sauce? Oh, too much sauce. Too much sauce here. Zoy.
So we're gonna be taking in team night target. Zol up here on the high ground in the cliffs, trying to take some shots, trying to get that spray down onto Hate Gaming EU. Hate Gaming EU. One thing I know, if I'm on the team, I'm gonna be staying so far away from Octavian.
Ora mea se califică la
You
PMP.
don't want to get into another fight with him, because he might just wipe you out here.
100%.
This is interesting. I believe Shifu, maybe a tire pop over here. Not exactly sure, but that's going to be affecting their time, right? We always talk about time. Time is never on the side of the players. And I saw the duo ahead of them still continuing to go on without waiting. So they need to be really careful not to crash a compound with only 2.
Grim Farms is getting over here at El Chapo. And El Chapo is completely split up. Look at us for power running a 3-man as well. Like, if you get a knock on any one of these teams, if you've at least watched or done any research at all, like, you have to full send it. Like, you gotta full send it 100%. Oh, he got headshot. He got headshot. Yeah, if I'm Scrim Farms and I seen this man pushed up on his lonesome, that's a point. That's a free point right there. You gotta go take that. And you need him if you're Scrim Farms.
6th place, 121 points is currently where Scrim Farms are sitting. GSG in that 4th place with 130. So Scrim Farm, you already know they are
trebuie meciul ăsta
looking
meci
up
bun.
to Clown. Honestly, they are looking up to Clown because Clown has been the hard carry throughout the tournament. Now, the whole team definitely has been putting in the work, but when it comes to top braggers, on an individual skill level, Clown definitely stands out amongst the others. But hey, they're there. I mean, 2 more games to go. All they need to do is make sure not to throw it, make sure not to get taken out early on where you get 0 points. Right, so if I am Team Night Target 5th place, if I am Scrim Farm 6th place, I'm looking for at least bare minimum top 4. Top 4 will get you 8 points alone.
And I'm going to be honest, if I'm any of the teams above Scrim Farm, I'm worried. Like, you have to be worried because you saw in the league stage that Scrim Farm has the ability to have an insane pop-off match, even in the last game. They proved that. With that last match, they got them to here, to this space here. So you definitely that's something that you have to worry about. So right now, if you're Deos Legion, Panda, GSG Europe, you need to have a good game. You have to have a good game here if you want to be able to feel a little bit of relief going into the last match, because this is going to be a nail biter throughout the whole way as this next zone does pop on up.
Seniorita, ce faci pe meu? Te pup.
And I think we're going to start seeing an action in the next zone, but we may catch some people getting caught out on rotation. And guess who it is, Dave? It's going to be Rich.
Ce faci, seniorito?
Legion. The man has no luck driving. No luck driving. You poor guy.
They told me. Yeah, they told me we got to keep
take his license away. Revoke it.
Out of the drive. I think they might have lost it yesterday on that boulder. Not gonna lie, they might have lost it yesterday on that boulder. Deos currently
is in big trouble.
2nd place. They cannot afford to get taken out here. They don't have that many points keeping them afloat. And this is going to be Hate Gaming looking for that drive-by. They're going to be surrounded from 2 angles, multiple angles here, trying to get that sandwich action. I want to see some mollies. Whoa, I don't know about this one though. Driving the bus right through the vehicle explosion. What? Hate Gaming. I thought you were going to hit it from 2 sides.
Ce facem atunci pe lui? Să morți.
Thinking it's a tank right now. They need to make sure to take down Bassi.
A murit de rău.
0 bullets at the end, Bassi. No bullets. Deos Legion once again taken out.
Au fost la început, mă.
They came in today's games. They were safe. They were safe, but after the last 2 games, no longer safe, Hot Jukes.
Devastating. Devastating if you're Deos Legion, and I guarantee you everybody else in the lobby, their eyes are popping out their head. They had to have been watching the kill feed. They realized that Deos is taken out, so the chances of them passing this squad up are extremely high. They have to have a good game, and the door's open. The door is open via that finish from Hate Gaming. I think they realized the second you get a knock, and this is what happens towards the end of the tournament, when you realize the teams that you need to take out, the second you get a knock on one, they will go extra thirsty to make sure that they kill you. And I think that's exactly what we saw from Hate Gaming in that situation.
Dude, they were playing super loose, though. I was surprised that they ran that bus right through them. I thought they were going to pull up on the edge from above. So, hey, maybe sometimes that element of surprise is all you need. And they're still in the kill feed. They are still looking to get some kills. So we're going to be checking in with another important fight. Sanhok Gaming currently in 7th place on the overall leaderboards. Another team they cannot afford to get taken out right here, right now.
I think Hate Gaming's playing a little bit loose again. You know, I'm good. I'm glad to see that, especially after having that devastating loss in Sanhok. Because if they start playing a little bit too conservative, I think that they're going to be in trouble because they can't afford it. They need to play aggressive and they need a ton of kills like they got in the first match. Gamers Unite Nations putting some nice shots behind them onto Exotic Alliance, and they need to move away from this because they are going to be pinched like crazy between Exotic Alliance and Silencer Gaming, but they're split up themselves, so not the best situation I think here for Gamers Unite.
They are extremely split right here, and this is Miramar, so not a lot of potential to really camouflage and snake it out like it was Sanhok or Erangel. So they're gonna have to be very cautious. Yeah, Psycho gonna be bleeding on out, and because of how spread they are, if one of their squad mates gets knocked out, they're probably not gonna be able to pick them up. and we're going to start to move forward into this game, and a lot of teams are going to be
Da,
hovering
prediction,
around
da.
extremely thirsty to get some points, that is.
They need them. They definitely do. Silencer Gaming being one of the teams that does, and they got one Rain member from Gamers Unite who is in a lot of trouble. He's going to nade. It's not going to pop off. Yeah, next to him. That Molotov looks like it is going to be really close by. Oh, okay, nice pre-fire through the smoke. Gold Touch going to get this finish. Yeah, he is. So that's going to be one of the members from Gamers Unite. Nation's going down. Great shots from Herbs, though. Wow, a great knock. And the rest of, here comes the rest of Exotic Alliance trying to come help out their teammates, but Herbs is just putting the team on his back. Shots from the other end are going to hurt him quite a bit. He's going to win this 1v1. Huge play. He's the last one alive. Nice pre-fire. Not going to be enough.
Bine, başlarsa bakırsam.
Great peaks in and out we saw there to be able to get that finish on the Herbs. So there goes Gamers Unite Nations, and after that early loss, that's going to be it for them, in my opinion.
And we saw Mercy stay in the back line too with the
Octavian.
Oh no, Octavian.
Oh no.
This
Avea singurul rămas.
Run for your life, bro. It's Octavian.
But they gotta go. Hey, Gaming, they cannot afford to take this fight. This is Octavian.
Oh, not the name. Not like this.
This could be huge.
Not like this.
Has some intel. Gonna be looking to toss that one up. Okay.
Ah, e mort.
Okay.
Oh, what? Oh, he's still lit.
Okay.
Oh, the revenge.
Da tu și șansa la NH.
Hey, Gaming, I was starting to sweat right there. Octavian. Okay, well, they got Octavian.
Go to that crate and just start punching the heck out of it, because that one, oh man, that one was much needed. I think if you're Hate Gaming, but they already got 9 kills, so they're doing a great game so far. But they have 3. They did lose a member early on to that crazy bus push onto Deos Legion, so they're gonna have to hold it down as a 3-man and still get some decent placement point. Actually, they need some really good placement points. They need honestly like a 15 kill chicken dinner. They do. If you're Hate Gaming EU, can't lie. That's what they need.
Well, they need 24 points exactly to reach that top 4. Right? That's what they need, but they definitely need more to
Dacă se duc mai fața în high ground. Haide,
will
bă, că
they be
puteți.
able to get another chicken dinner? Well, game 1, when they
Dau
did
și un
get
shake
that
acolo,
chicken
mi se
dinner,
pare.
they were blessed a couple times
Te
with
duc, mă,
zone.
bravo.
That's going to happen right here, right now. And they also had a lot of kills early on, which is also happening right here, right now. So, Hate Gaming, you might have got taken out 16th last game, but this could be the game that you get that second chicken dinner, and that would be huge. Looking at the zone, a ton of teams towards the north. We're gonna shave this lobby in half.
Easily. Still 10 teams remaining, and yeah, if you're Hate Gaming, it's gonna come down to the last match for you, for sure. For sure, 100%. We'll have to see how close it's gonna be after this match ends, but right now you can see Panda did end up getting 1 kill to their name, and they're going to be heading out. Panda cannot afford to play this too loose. They need to have a good game. That is for sure. Because you got too many teams on your tails.
Au play în
And,
spate 4 de
I mean,
Haide, mă,
Pandas
dați
do
pe
have
ei,
tails, so they are on them. And you got to be careful. You got to be careful, because if not, they're gonna bite that tail and pass you up real quick if you're not careful. And it's most likely, if it's gonna happen, it could happen right here in this game.
A dus și Dexter și meu acolo.
Little
Ăla nu a dat un
tails,
loc.
by the way. They might look cute,
Little
but
furball,
pandas
right?
are little furball, but they all are vicious. And pandas, I believe, only about 3 points into that
Era
top
și finish,
4.
mai sunt 2 de
Games 1 and 2 really haven't had much action, and that kind of concerns me because I feel like they're playing extremely passive. And this is
Am
just
zis eu că
something
au
that
shape-ul mai în
I haven't
față.
really seen from the
V-am
pandas.
zis.
The pandas, we knew them day 1, day 2, day 3
Dexter,
as
s-a
such an
enervat nebunul
aggressive
meu.
squad. And that's how they were able to
Îi
get
bat de
into
aici de
the top
sus.
4
Ia
because they had
scăpa
the
cu
most
Dexter.
kills out of everybody in
Dau
the
după.
lobby. Now,
Bravo.
no chicken dinners. See, you cannot
Așa.
play passive with no
Da, a murit
chicken.
șeful, uite-l
You
aici.
gotta continue on with your game plan, get those kills, because those kills will start
Bravo.
keeping them afloat this whole time. If they don't get high placement points
Se
in this
duce
game
după
or
ei, mă,
kills,
mânca aici.
they might be
Bravo.
bumped out, Hot Jukes.
Se duce ăla.
It's totally possible, and that's what happens when you get kind of thrown in the trap of, getting caught out as Reeks while in the middle of throwing a grenade. Worst time to get shot at. And here's 4 Romanian men, 100% they're full sending it and realizing that it's no limits, and it should be only a few seconds here left to be able to get this last finish
Da,
onto
finish
Banana.
tu.
Banana not going out too easy though, as he is
Da,
going to get
doi
1
knock
knock.
ăla.
Oh, did he get 2? Interesting.
Pe să
It's
veteran,
just
acum neapărat pe
Dexter
care e.
and on bot up left. Here's the shots though. That's gonna be it. Yeah. So nice finish for four Romanian men in that situation. Next zone's about to close onto these teams. But like you mentioned, man, Panda gotta have a good game. Gotta have a good game here if they want to hold on to that top 4.
Yeah, and a good game could just be 5 kills, right? I mean, it's not going to take much. They just need a couple points to keep them in a solid position. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one more game after this, and the scoreboard is awfully tight if you are everybody except for 4 Romanian men. Silencer Gaming, nasty, one of the star players from the squad. Ooh, taking out Nightmare, and I believe Silencer are only going to have one up too.
Au șanse dacă se duc mai în față. Să vedem ce face Dexter.
Scrim farms, they always have 4 up in the late game. This is something that I see time and time again. They're so good at just making sure to keep everybody alive, Hot Juice.
Yeah, my point was, you know, before I forgot it, because of that fight, was like sometimes you see teams that are in the top get into that trap of just realizing, dang, we have a lead. All we got to do is hold on to it and get some decent games. So they change their play style to a more passive one. And unfortunately, just by doing that, they end up throwing. They end up getting caught early because they're just so not used to playing. So play the game that got you here in the first place. And don't change things up too much. Because if not, you could definitely end up paying for it. And right now, Scrim Farms, they're in a big potential position to possibly start moving some of these teams out of the top 4, because I definitely see them getting a lot of points in this game.
Yeah. I mean, Scrim Farms, this is your game. You got the zone. You're going to be able to edge, gatekeep a couple squads, but really, this is it. This is what we were talking about. The Pandas, they're going to be trying to make the breach with Nacho. Nacho with that grenade. Now Nacho is going to be somewhat separated from their squad, and I think you just got to count your blessings, Nacho. Yeah, pull back. You don't want to get ultra aggressive. Looks like they are going to be able to get the pick up onto GK first, and Nacho able to pull back and just kind of set up for this fight that is bound to happen.
Nacho separated from his team, bro. That's the strat. I mean, it always seemed to be pushing 3-1 with Nacho, right? I was like, they always seem to be pushing 3-1 with Nacho on a crazy off angle, and we've definitely seen it pay off a couple times, but also them regret it. Nacho tried to make a crazy angle on top of that building, not able to really find it. Those parkour skills need to get brushed up on a little bit. Panda is still in this fight. Caster with his off angle. He could definitely play spoiler. Has to be really careful though, not to get caught out of position. There he goes with the shots, and he's gonna put some big ones on down range, but he did give away his position there. And Panda, as it looks like Linie, is able to get a nice knock onto Nacho. The rest of the team needs to come and help support them really quick. Caster on this off angle. Yiz with the nade locked and loaded. Gonna be throwing it right on top of him. Very close. A little bit too far. But the blue zone now is starting to press all of them. Next zone is about to go up here in the next few seconds. And if they just hard shift off of them, they need to change their plan. And they need to get moving.
Yeah, and Rexback, they always love going for these plays where they kind of try to wrap around the enemy, but
it's on him.
they only send a solo. So it ends up being like a 2-1, ends up being a 3-1. I like the initiative. I don't know. It hasn't been working. I mean, and leaderboards clearly show it. I mean, they started, I believe, yesterday 5th place. Now they're in 10th place. They need to play grouped up. Next zone does go on up, so they are going to be favored. So they can pump the brakes on that crazy rotate just a little bit. But 4 Romanian men still alive, man. Still alive. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? I'm going to be bleeding on out.
They're going to surprise all these teams coming up with this corner. Big time. And if you are Rexback, I think that strategy of playing split and covering ground, it'll work in scrims and it'll work against low-level teams. But against top squads that are so good at covering each other and hitting those flicks, it's so difficult. But look at this. Silencer Gaming having to push out in the wide open against the top team in the lobby. Good luck with that. Shifu's the last one alive. And he's going to be laying down by that bug. It's about to explode in the next couple seconds. I mean, talk about Pitch City. Population U. There goes Silencer Gaming out in 5th place. Yeah, so Scrim Farm still up at the other end of the circle. But look at all these squads here on the other side. Man, it's going to be Minas General. It's a party over here.
if Scrim Farms can get this next zone, it's going to be huge. They got a couple vehicles to work with as well, as 3 squads are going to be right now on that east side. And I can only imagine if I'm in this lobby and I see 4 Romanian men still alive popping off, I'm going to be like, I'm going to start shaking my boots. I'm not going to lie, because this squad, they have nothing to lose right now. And
Hai cum minte Dexter că te înjur.
gain,
Cu și una în
honestly,
gură.
because they can make whatever type of crazy play they want to do. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So we
Au
gotta pay
cu stânga
attention to
jos
them. They
acolo
got
pe
4 up.
Pagia, e bine.
They're in a really solid position, especially if this next zone does shift and not favor
E și
these
în zonă.
compounds. They could just sit up here and just have an all-out firing range.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was on the 4 Romanian men team, I'm gunning for Panda. I have to admit it. 100%, because this is the top killing team in the lobby. If you don't want a team, if you want to have your best chances in the PMPL, I don't think you want to deal with Panda, because I mean this is a squad that's played very, very well, and you know that they're only going to get better if they move on to the next round. So if you're for a minute and you're very strategic, I think that would be the play. At the same time, though, good luck, because this is the top killing team in the lobby. You know, at least as of right now. So we'll see if they're going to be able to hold on. This is already a great finish for Panda. Being in the position that they're in, the top 4 situation, it's going to be really good. Scrim Farm at the zone, though. Wow. So this could be a massive game for Scrim Farms. Yeah, that's huge.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Trebuie să mă aștept un pic să plece ea verde, că sunt full squad.
Dinner, or even like a second place here, that's just going to make the last game even spicier. Even spicier.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, but you got to be careful. You get the zone. You get the zone. You don't need to over peak. You just don't. You just don't. Let these teams on that east side fight it out. Panda looking to reposition.
Yeah, I think they thought they had cover. Just Sushi had a really disgusting angle and was able to get those shots. And that's going to help, especially that knock at that time. It's going to allow teams to really press up on them. And they're throwing very defensive smokes. Scrim Farms are really in a lot of trouble here, because with those kind of smokes, that's going to allow teams to push on them. So they really need to kind of almost stand up and put pressure with shots. But now every single team is just focusing right onto Scrim Farms. So much pressure from all angles. They need to shut that pressure down with bullets.
That's a fact. Rexpect Caster going to be pulling up. Wasn't a prime opportunity to backstab for Romanian men, but was pushed up by themselves. And those smokes, you called it, those smokes, it allowed Panda to close the gap, and Panda right on top of the Scrim Farm, and 2 members already down. There goes the 3rd Scrim Farms. They need to defend. This is a huge game.
Scrim Farm in so much trouble. That's a huge knock. That's a huge knock, and they're going to be able to get the 3rd, so those are going to be some extra points. Scrim Farm are still into this, though. 3 teams remaining. 4 Romanian men ended up getting a very good angle. Oh, very beautiful shot from Arbok with that mini. Mini 14, that's going to be really nice. So now there it is. Top 2 situation. Full squad of 4 Romanian men with nothing to lose. They have the grenades.
Știe, și de grenadă Dexter, îi bate. Să nu, îi bate Dexter.
It's going to be, it'll take a Christmas miracle. This name, just a little short. Can they at least steal a point, though, away? Can they at least get 1 point more? No, they're not. That's going to be it. That is going to be it. That nade is going to finish things off for Romanian men, winning match number 3.
I mean, 6 kills for Scrim Farm.
S-a pișat pe ei.
Second place finish gets you 12.
S-a pișat pe ei 2 win-uri la rând. For Romania men, s-a pișat pe ei.
I like how you pointed out those smokes.
MVP-ul este Dexter.
Scrim Farms, they were trying to use those smokes to create soft cover, but the thing is, I would have tossed it out.
S-a pișat pe ei. Ce dracu, s-a pișat pe ei.
Panda, they took full advantage. I mean, talk about a team really playing with their head on a swivel. They saw those smokes. They knew there was a team in that spot. They kept for that gunfire, and they just sent 3. The smokes, if you're Scrim Farm, the smokes are gone. But Panda was right there in your face, right? So it's like, it's kind of like catch-22. And
gata, mă, e locul 1 în Europa, ce să mai gata, el 4 meu locul 1.
Unlucky that the top team in the lobby still had 4
1 în Europa, ei sunt.
Just unlucky for
number 1.
Yeah, if I'm Scrim Farm,
number 2, number 3.
You have to put a lot of pressure down with shots.
Number 1.
That's really what it is. And even if it's just pre-firing, just shooting in that direction, non-stop, just to kind of help avoid people pressing up on you like that for free. The second you throw out
Mafiot,
smokes
nu
and go
sunt de acord.
defensive, that just opens the door for teams to just press up.
Eu am
and
zis de
make
mult
things
timp
a
că
lot more
Dexter mi se
difficult
pare
for
cel
you.
mai bun
Regardless, they
din
were able to
România.
get a top 2 finish, so it is a good game. The thing
Salut,
and the reason
Amsterul.
why
Mie mi
we're
se
kind
pare
of
cel mai bun player
nitpicking
din
here
România.
is because,
Părerea mea,
man,
acum dacă
this
se
is
supără
gonna
restul,
be
mă
a
piși pe ei.
close one. Such a close one. Ladies and gentlemen,
4
I
degete
have no
joacă.
idea what the
Nu
leaderboard is
fac
going to
gesturi
look
frumoase în
like
seara
after
asta,
this one.
Godfather.
So do not go anywhere because there's only one game left, one match left here in the PUBG Mobile Club Open
Hai la
EU
unul,
West
patrul rău.
Finals, sponsored by Xiaomi. Innovation for everyone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this
De
break.
asta e părerea mea. Că Dexter e cel mai bun din România. Bă, nu așa mă, că a fost invitat la Pmco. Depinde ce, dacă vrei, dacă e de promovări, nu fac Godfather. Haide zice-i. Că nu se fac schimbări, șefule. Că dacă se făceau schimbări, eram și eu la pe meciul, dar nu se fac schimbări. Dar nu dau pe mod, mă. Puneți fiecare ce vreți. Hai să vă dați temați. Are stilul, mă, exact, numai că el are echipă, vezi, eu n-am avut echipă. Are echipă, știi ce zic, pe stilul lui. Să zic așa, are stil echipă. Ce era? Aiurea. Păi zi, ce era, Godfather, că n-am înțeles. Nu mă jocați, că vă pun la somn. Nu fac. Am zis că nu mai fac, nu fac. Nu mai e niciunul, mă, e numărul 1. El. Gata, nu mai există. Da, Alexandra, puteți zice ce vreți. Să nu jigniți spre el, atâta. El are echipă, el e pe stil exact, stilul la fel îl avem. Eu de câte ori m-am jucat cu el mi-a făcut plăcere, am jucat exact la fel. Numai că el are echipă, n-am. Aia e ideea. Diferența între mine și el. El are echipă, eu nu am. Băi, nici chiar așa să bați apropo cum merge. Abia aștept PMP-ul să vedem ce se... Bă, ce face acolo Dexter. Băi, nici chiar așa n-aveți voie să bateți apropo la alți playeri. Das. Unde este introdusul? Nu fac raid-uri, Godfather, am zis de mult timp că nu fac raid-uri. Nu vreau duțul. Dacă n-a găsit până acum Silviu o echipă care să aibă exact stilul meu la nebun, nu mai are rost. Că e stilul la fel, mafiot, aia e ideea între mine și el. Doar că el a ajuns acolo că a avut echipă, eu n-am ajuns, că asta este. Eu trebuie să 2-9, el e 2-10. La PMP o să fie altă mâncare de pe niște coaie, acolo ea sunt player toți. Acolo nu-i vrăgeală. Te pup, Rareș. Te pup. Te pup, Gogobi. Nu are nimic catofane. Alexandra a mai făcut boot. Să-l bag pe ăsta mic în tine. Mai o meci. Să-l bag pe ăsta mic în tine, Alexandru. Salut, Robert. Nu mai chinui-mă cu echipe, îmi bag pula. Mă, nu. Nu dracu las. Așa-l puretesc eu ăsta mic, dacă vrei ți-l arăt, nu-i problemă. Nu joc, Marian. Hai nu, cred că ți-ar putea să-i trimit o poză să mor. Așa-l puretesc eu, Alexandru, că e mai mic ca mine, uite de corpul meu și el, vorba aia zic mai mic. Dar ți-l arăt să mor, îți trimit o poză pe el. Îți trimit o poză pe el. Deci ce te așteaptă? Am ieșit eu prima oară, mă, din dop. Din dop am ieșit eu când nu mi-a plăcut să mă mai joc cu ei. Și după aia s-a dus pe pula. Când s-a dus la PMCO viitor, când eu am ieșit, s-a dus la PMCO viitor, dacă mai eram și în echipă, luam și noi PMCO cu locul top 3 sau top 4. Dar am ieșit eu, că n-am mai vrut să mă mai joc cu ei. Aia am făcut Bloodline-ul cu Alin, eu cu Alin. Eram eu, Alin, Bestia și Nurofen. Nu mi-a plăcut că tot era cu gura aiurea și am ieșit și de acolo, că nu mi-a plăcut. Am ieșit, mi-am băgat pula și am plecat, nu mai vreau să mă mai joc, gata. Am treabă, n-am zis că nu vreau să mă mai joc, am zis că am treabă, simplu. Am plecat. După aia s-a format restul echipei care au mai fost. Dar noi numeam prima oară altă echipă și pe aia ne-am numit Bloodline. Eram eu, Alin, Bestia și cu Trofen. După aia nu mi-a mai plăcut să mă mai joc acolo și am ieșit și de acolo.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back here to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Spring Split EU West Division, of course sponsored by our amazing sponsor, Xiaomi, innovation for everyone. And I'll tell you what, every one of you better be pumped up because we got the last
Alexandra, să-mi dai și mie un mesaj pe Instagram, te rog.
to happen here, and it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a close one. If you are a fan of all these teams that are in contention right now, and there's quite a few of them,
nu joacă Marian, nici joacă la PMPL.
Get these squads, get these players pumped up because they're gonna send them your energy because they need.
Dar nu să dai în seara asta un mesaj, Alexandru.
Going into this last match.
Talking about energy, let's send it to the leaderboards so that they
Alea,
know
bratic, mă,
how
dați
much
banul
energy
dată, mă.
they need. And
Dați
man,
specială, trebuie să vă dau.
yeah, 4th place to 8th place, all right? 18 points.
Ia,
That
dau
is it.
să...
And
Mamă, pe
Scorpions,
5 dau legiunul să mor, dacă nu
welcome
fac
to
nimic
the
ce s-a
club.
dus pe pula.
Top 4.
Hello.
They made it out of that
196.
game. They made it
O
out of that
România,
game.
men, ce ți
Not by much, but
o
Dale's
hate-ul pe
Legion,
10,
they've been slipping and sliding all day
la
long,
diferență
my
de
dude.
Dude, I mean, after this match,
29 de
we could
puncte.
literally. I mean, I'm not gonna jinx it. I don't want to jinx it, you know. But I'm saying after this match,
După.
literally,
După live.
it's possible we could see GSG gone. We could see every. I mean, this whole. So many teams here in the top 4 can get swapped out, except for 4 Romanian men. They're not going anywhere. They're definitely have punched their ticket. But if I'm Panda, I wouldn't be extremely comfortable. I mean, because you just never know if you have a few teams
Se
here at
bate,
the
dau
bottom
legiun.
really pop off and can
Din
definitely
fan,
pass you
ziua.
up. Hate Gaming, they're in 8th place with 121 points. Need a chicken dinner here. Need a chicken dinner with a lot of kills, just like they did in match number 1. I can only imagine where they would be if they didn't lose that Sanhok game. There's just so many storylines, so many things to follow here. Top
Dați și voi un
4,
like să faceți
that's what
600.
the name of the game is. And to be honest, so many teams can definitely get it. Even Silencer Gaming.
I already know who's going to win because they promised me a chicken dinner today, and there's only one more game to go. Yeah, so Panda probably going to get this last and final chicken dinner. But ladies and gentlemen, we are 15 games deep in a best of 16. We have one more match to go. Dale's Legion, Team Night Target, Silencer Gaming, Hate Gaming as well.
Nu știu
All
care
the
primul.
squads looking to overthrow Scrim Farm and
Altul meu
possibly
poate să...
even GSG. I mean, shoot,
Să
they're
vedem
only
dacă sar
1
după
point
ăștia.
ahead of 4th place,
Deci-
so they are not anywhere near feeling safe. Even Panda, I mean, Panda, they need some consistent points. I mean, they're gonna
Eu
get that
dacă eram în
chicken
locul
dinner, so
lui
they should feel
baturile
pretty
mele
good,
acum,
but I wouldn't
Stăream după Screen Farm, unde sare Screen Farm. Te elimin, îi bat primii, ca să urce Dausul. Ai înțeles?
On that left side of the leaderboard. Now, the real question, besides that, because that's why everybody's watching, of course, but the question for me that I've kind of been
E o
trying to
echipă să
paint
fiu
the
manager
picture all
nou,
day
frate.
long, those teams on the
N-am
right
oameni.
side of the leaderboard. One more game to go. What do you do? What do you do? I mean, you might
Vede
not
ce facem
qualify,
forumele
but you
mele.
have a lot of power, in my opinion, to really steer the tides, I guess you can say, for those teams trying to
Eu am sărit
qualify.
după Screen Farm.
The only, I mean,
Salut,
even
Street,
if
te
you
pup.
respect esports at this point,
Mamă, am
you're
figuri la net să
28
mor.
points behind. 28
That's
points behind.
doable. Doable.
I mean, we've seen it happen. We've seen it happen, but that is if you have to now you're dealing with different contingencies. Now you're having to hope that GSG Europe, Scrim Farm, and every team pretty much above
Dacă
you
sare
throws.
forumele după Screen
You have to
Farm,
hope they all go out early.
da,
And to be
ultimul
honest
meci.
with you, you need to be the team to kill them because you need kills. A chicken dinner, not enough. You need 15 kill chicken
Nu mai
dinner
stau meciul ăsta și
if
mai
you
vorbim
respect
somn.
esports. Anything less,
Câștigăm
good
vreo
luck, not gonna
2500 de dolari sau 3500, până
Definitely.
4000 de dolari câștigă
So
forumele mele acum.
it's possible.
Până
It is
4000 de
possible.
dolari maxim.
Is it likely? I don't know. I don't know. So
Eu așa aș face locul la
I don't
pro.
wanna see
Poate
them
nu
give
gândesc
up.
pe
I
moment
wanna see
acum
them
că
come and
sunt
bring in the heat
entuziasmați,
towards the
sunt
last game.
fericiți.
Every other team, if your gamers are like, even no hate, oh man, I think it's over, to be honest. I think it's over. I want to see them play with the passion and trying to go for it. But guess what? If they do play like that, that is gonna disrupt the lobby like
Deci și
crazy.
toate echipele unde
Because
sar
these-
spoturile,
all these
șefule, că s-au
teams-
jucat atâta timp.
If they've done basic
Dar
addition,
weekend.
they will understand that they need a 15 kill
Dacă
chicken
elimină
dinner,
forumele mele
minimum.
pe Screen Farm
And in
acum
order
la
to get that,
început,
Dave, you ain't
au
gonna get that by
șanse.
playing passive.
PL-ul.
And when you have so many
Dar mai au
teams
pe aia
playing
cu
like that,
131 de puncte, trebuie
kills
să nu
are going
facă
to
nici
go
ea
down
nimic.
like crazy, and that's going to eliminate a lot of teams' chances. So I don't know. This last
Mai
match is
și
going to be
hate-ul.
one for the books, in my opinion.
Deci,
Definitely have to give it your all. Silencer
Deci
Gaming,
acum
they
se
told
bat.
me yesterday that they are going to play with no fear, full-blown aggression in
Nu
the
s-au
last 2
calificat, mă.
days. Deus
Sunt pe
Legion, another
10.
team from Romania.
Nu câștigă.
They just got chunked down from their top 4 position. AWM.
Prager înseamnă cel care a făcut cele mai multe kill-uri.
I am proud of my
Prager, adică că ai făcut
proud
kill-uri.
of them.
Mhm.
And then of course, you know, for Romanian men, they're at the top, man. So they can also have a deciding role, like we said, on who they want to allow. I'm going to say who they want to
Nu câștigă
allow
titlul.
to move on to that
True.
next round.
Te
They can
împart la
take out
toți, mă.
Panda,
Câte
they can
5,
take out
7.
CSG, they can take out Scrim Farm, even Deus Legion. If
Prager
they
înseamnă la
want
care
to.
face kill-uri.
They have a lot of power
Prager.
when it comes to
Adică care dă
who
push-urile,
they might
care
drop in
bate
this last
playerii
game.
mai mult.
Hey, maybe we're just, you know, coming up with theory, craft stories, but it's the truth.
No, it's
It's
possible.
the truth. A lot
Yeah,
of teams, anything's possible right now.
I don't think they're conspiracy theories because it's
Nu câștigă
definitely
titlul,
possible.
Nefesul,
So
ți-am
the
zis de
game's
ce ori,
about
nu
to get
câștigă
started,
titlul.
Everybody, stand up, get ready, because this is gonna be a huge one. And like you said, you know, we heard AWM say he's proud of his team no matter what. But I think
Nu
that was
câștigă
when
titlul,
they
de ce ori
felt
ți-am
that
zis că
they
nu
were
câștigă
gonna
titlul?
move on. So we'll have to see how everybody's gonna feel after this one as we get the last match of the evening. Go it, baby. We're taking it to Arengale. Let's go. Let's do this.
Haide, mă, Daus. Acum Daus. Fără mea nu mai contează ce fac.
Airlines, we
Here it
thank
is.
you for flying, and we thank you for tuning on in to the Western Europe EMCO Finals, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final
Pentru
game.
că i-am mai jucat, frate, împreună. Eu urmăresc pe MCO după ce se joacă să vadă unde sar toți. Așa știu unde sar aia.
Will either come true after this game, or will end. Be an end to the road. And plane path, not too bad. Not too bad when it comes to
I think it's
making
bad.
it a spicy one. When it comes to making
Yeah,
it a spicy one.
yeah. Good point. Good call. Good call. Because man, a southern playing path. I guarantee a lot of these teams that like to go South George, they're just like, "Are you kidding me?" But this is what I was talking about. This is
Nu
what
nu
happens
sar după ei.
when you leave it to the last match. It's so difficult. It's so tough because there's so many different X factors that you just did not expect and things that you have to account for going into this one.
Nu
And if
câștigă
you're
nimic,
thinking, okay, we
Filip.
just gotta get a 15 kill chicken dinner. But in the last match, it's gonna be harder to get that 15 kill chicken dinner than any of the ones prior. So we'll see. We'll see what happens right out the bat. Since you have a southern plane path, you're gonna have teams go for vehicles, and that's what I'm gonna keep an eye on because if that happens and you're gonna see a top team get hot dropped, Oh, that's gonna be intense.
Poate
That's
se
gonna
dă,
be
eu nu știu
intense.
dacă se dă titlul, dar nu se dă. Eu știam că la aici nu se
We
dă
already see
titlul.
Scrim Farm and Panda
La
really close
PMC nu se
by.
dă niciodată titlul.
Yeah.
Oh my
okay,
gosh,
so
a military zone.
great zone. Great zone. If you are Hate Gaming, you've been dropping military base this whole entire tournament. You're going to be wanting that one Octavian playback.
Niciodată nu
But
s-o dat.
regardless, they had two phenomenal games. This is their match. This is their match to make sure to come out on top. With circle number one, it's not going to make it that much of a challenge. So let's see how they play this one out. Respect also over there in Nova. They might be able to loot up and set up a solid bridge camp. Now, I want to see them play together. I don't want to see Nacho crossing the bridge by themselves. I don't want to see
Mamă,
Poppy
și
in
de
a
lău
boat
se duc
chilling,
sus.
drinking
Hai,
margaritas. I
nu
want
mai.
to see them
Nu mai am
play
nicio
group
șansă.
together. They still have it in them. They got one more game to go. They can really capitalize
Tot
on
ce e
their position
posibil.
with that bridge camping
Mamă, deja
potential.
mere de
But
greu.
getting back to Hate Gaming,
Așa zis
Shifu
Dexter, poate tot
needs
ce e
to
posibil.
make
Doamne ajută
sure
să câștige titlul.
not to get
Dar nu
thrusted
știu.
right here, and I
Eu
believe
știam că
that's
nu
why
s-o da
we're gonna
niciodată
see
la PMC
Shifu.
titlul.
Man, I'm
Mă
out of
la...
here. I'm out of here. I'm sending it.
Very, very wide rotation from Shifu. And here's the issue. Here's the thing. If you're Expect or if you're Hate Gaming EU, you need a chicken dinner with 15 kills. That's what you're aiming for, without a doubt. And I'm going to say this right now. This is your zone. This is the zone that you are dreaming for. You got to be jumping for joy that this is the circle that you have. And you don't have any excuses. You don't have any excuses. Oh, we got a bad zone in the last game. Military Island, you landed there. This is a dream. This is a dream scenario for you guys. You just have to capitalize it. You have to get it done. Still, 15 kills is going to be tough, but I don't think you could have asked for a better circle.
And we see Jaja. Ooh, this is what I was going to say. I saw Jaja in a vehicle. It looked like Jaja was trying to regroup and provide support to Shifu, but who would have guessed? Herb's out here just catching him off guard, and that is not the way that Hate Gaming needs to start this engagement.
I mean, what happens when you split loot? What happens when you split loot like this? And sure, you could be like, yeah, there's not a lot of loot in these areas, but it's just why risk it, dude? Why risk it? Especially last game. If you have one person get caught out and die, it's devastating. And Hate Gaming, like I mentioned, they need a chicken dinner. They need a chicken dinner with a lot of kills, and now they gotta have to figure it out with the 3-man. Look at us for power going down.
What?
ASX. Yeah, they're not in contention. So this is what I'm talking about, though. You know, players, you're gonna see make some different plays, and you're gonna see some shenanigans. Oh, he needs to steal this
Asta e
kill.
cel mai în față, mă.
That's some shenanigans.
Looking to
for
catch
sure.
Herbs?
ASX just
Oh no, Herbs
out
sees
of
him.
nowhere. Herbs.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, spotted. I mean, that Dacia kind of a giveaway. So Shifu still bleeding on over here. The revive is potential. The potential is there, but with every second that goes by, Hate Gaming are just watching their final game, their final chance to qualify. They're just watching it slip through their fingers here, as now they're down to just a duo.
I mean, it's tough because they
Yeah,
need the dinner, and sure, they may be able to get it as a duo, you know, by snaking in their way, but they don't need just the dinner. They need kills too. Rexpect's in the same position. There's a lot of teams in the same position. Oh, guess what? No limits and uncalled for are battling it out in early game. I have never seen this happen before, Dave. Have you?
First time for everything here. Nikolai gonna be bleeding on out. Rex trying to get behind that boulder, and got some interesting plays happening right here. It looked like they had a little 1v1 when it comes to those grenades. Both sides, they are going to have time to reset, but it looks like Nikolai was able to get picked up. So, the magnets for the bottom of the barrel. There's only so much room down here.
Da, o să fie Navi cu Napaul, fotbalistul.
Oh, this is a big fight.
Big one.
This is a big fight. Silencer Gaming.
Huge.
They need to win this one. Nasty hitting the dirt right there. Oh, but the DP from Sands taking him out.
Needs the help from his team. Oh, and Sands with his DP. And he's going to go for the finishes, which is so devastating if you are Silencer Gaming. So a lot of teams here getting taken out early that had shots. Silencer Gaming had a huge shot going into this. It's not over yet. They still have a couple members left, but Entropic straight up denying them. And Entropic, to be honest, no chance. There's just no chance they're going to make it. Yeah, none.
Silencer Gaming had an amazing
They need like
day too.
20, 30 kills. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's happening. Silencer Gaming had an amazing day too. yesterday kind of just coasting, you know, playing consistent, making sure that they are going to be on the left side of the leaderboard. 122 points is what they
Vedem,
have this
șefule,
game.
că acolo sunt
They
echipe
were
cu
definitely
experiență
there.
de
They were
World League.
definitely there.
Din de...
Okay, Mooney, about damn time. Yes. Talk about don't die though. Don't die. Talk about the bridge camp. The bridge camp laying down the traps. Laying down 2 traps.
Normal că e
Where
albă
have you been? Finally going for some next level plays as hopefully backfired and popped their own tires right there. But listen, Respect Esports. Come on, let them be. I want to see this play out. Please.
E Dial, Unicorns of Love, iar care au spart am văzut în ultimul timp la turnee cu astea.
But they need a chicken dinner.
Team Umbra, cred.
A ridiculous amount of kills, and they're playing passive and splitting like that. I don't understand it. Like now they're starting to suppress up on the intro pick. Nacho under the Nacho and being under the bridge. This guy is literally lives there.
That's my spot.
That is literally his spot, man. I mean, Nacho does his best work underneath the bridge. Cannot lie. The dude gets like +10 aim assist when he goes underneath the bridge because he's insane there. And now they're going to pick apart intro pick. So this is a good start. Now that they're able to get this finish and now they dominate this position, 4 kills. Really good, really good. And now you have a couple spikes, you know, strips set up on this area just for you. That's going to make things interesting if you're Respect. Respect are still in the game.
You know what
and they have a dominant position.
They gotta take this UAS that's burning and they gotta take their buggy and put it on the other side of the spike trap so that it forces anybody trying to rotate to drive over those spike traps. There you go. That's the play.
Alea sunt la World League, nu va Bigetron, nu aici, la PMPL.
I'm telling you right now. And look who
they are.
The Script Farm.
Nu știu ce dacă
The problem is that you can, if you have a buggy or a dossier, you can turn right and drive underneath. Oh, the Local Nostra power. You can drive underneath the guardrail, so you don't have to go straight through the bridge. You know, you can just go, drive right, go underneath the guardrail, and that's what a lot of pros do. But still, if a UAS comes through there, that thing's hitting them spike strips every single time.
It's a GG. It's a GG. Hey, I'm just trying to make it spicier right over here, man. I'm trying to...
Ar fi culmea să mai câștige încă o dată fără mine, man. Uite unde ești fără mine, man, ești prost. Deloc, abia acum se roteze. Ia uite SF-ul în mijlocul zonei.
Respect, hello. This is your game. Scrim farms in a good position. You see look at all the botates we're seeing here. Botates from No Limits, Exotic Alliance, from a lot of squads. So it's gonna be interesting. Oh, but look up top, Dave. Look how many teams look at the teams that are coming in late.
Yeah. Panda, one of those squads.
And Chaos Legion. And GSG are on the north side. That's bad.
Chaos Legion,
that's
they are in 5th place though. They have 4.
Am să mai joacă weekendii că nu le convine la playerii competitivi.
You know, maybe playing that edge strat. One thing that they did tell me is that they need to make sure that one of their game plans, one of their weaknesses, looking back at the PMCO group and the finals, is that they want to make sure to drop near hard spawns for vehicles because they knew one of the flaws in their plan, one of their flaws in their playstyle was the fact that they always only had one car. Something that we just saw right there from No Hate, all piled in one vehicle. And I believe Chaos Legion spending some time up there to the north, if I wasn't mistaken, they got a couple vehicles. So I like it when teams, they come up with a game plan for improving and they execute. They execute on that game plan. So we'll see what they could do. They're going to need those vehicles, especially if they are going to be forced to potentially push over that bridge, that eastern bridge, who Respect they're currently setting up for a nice little bridge camp.
Man, this is going to be intense because you got the top 3 teams, the teams that are in pretty much most contention for moving on, all on the north side, and it's a military island circle, so they have to cross this crazy island. Oh, a boat! Oh no, spectator! Oh, see it.
Got it.
Those boats get taken out instantly. Now, Chaos Legion, this is against GSG Europe.
No.
This is a huge fight coming up. Bassi's being real careful. Kamaro's not trying to make any noise at all. This is a big battle between 2 top teams, and I ain't gonna lie, whichever squad dies here most likely going home.
Da, Moldovia Marea nu are nicio problemă dacă are live-ul mai în față. Asta e.
GSG looks like they're trying
Tot
to lay a
același
trap of
live
their
e.
own, not making
Ok,
a
cu 5
move.
secunde
They're
mai în
gonna let
față
Chaos
sau 10
Legion
nu e nicio problemă.
think that this is going to be safe. Chaos
Dar
Legion
ne
though,
interesează gameplay-ul, nu câte
I
secunde sunt
believe they
față
might
sau
have been
spate.
spooked. Vessi over there. Ooh, oh
Ah.
no, they don't have a clue in the world. Vessi has an idea. Those spider senses, they gotta be tingling, but Vessi is gonna be pushed up.
Auzit,
Kind of
auzit.
separate from the squad mates. Oh, hearing that, going for that pre-fire. Okay, so Vessi should be able to relay this information. But as of right now, Vessi is only aware
Da,
of
AVM te-ai
the
dus.
Wizard Tower, who might have some occupants.
Ai
And,
pula ta, Jessica, meciul cu
AWM,
aia.
a little too aggressive right there. From across
S-a dus,
the
dar
way,
oricum se mai
spotted,
califică.
tagged, and now bagged, and
Le dă
Chaos
puncte la
Legion only with 3.
Now they realize it's Deos. Now they realize it's Deos,
Da,
and
mă,
you
da,
know
am
that they want to
înțeles.
finish this fight, especially them having the advantage. And not to mention, they're all out of circle. They already have 3 kills, and they know that they need any point they can get. And the chances of them getting into this next circle are pretty difficult. So I wouldn't be surprised if GSG really presses this to take out Deos Legion. 2 major squads in contention, both in a lot of trouble. Is GSG going to go off of this? Okay, I think they're leaving. I think they realize that, hey, you know what? We can't afford to even get
Prostie
these
mare,
kills
mă,
and
pe
go out
de
early.
mă.
We need to get a good
Trebuia să
placement.
știe
Let's
100%
move on
pe
to this
controle
next zone,
acum.
and this next circle is going to head right into the hands of Hate Gaming EU and Rex.
E mort și la cred,
Oh,
bă, nu?
look at this, Levi.
E mort ăsta.
Shots on Rich. Not his driver's license has been revoked, so he had to run the other vehicle, and he got knocked by Levi. Levi not able to finish, though. Rich is so low. Is he gonna get picked up? I don't think so. Yeah, he's gonna die to play zone. So the worst case scenario, if you're Deos Legion, I mean, a military circle, not what you hope for. Not what you hope for here in the last match.
Checking on in. Scrim Farm looking to reposition themselves right now. Going for a more centralized spot. 2-door from No Hate. Currently pinned down right there. Their squad mates overlooking their pin position now. Their squad mates could provide some nice cover fire just in case Scrim Farm do decide to wrap around 2-door, but there are going to be some shots who might be kind of difficult to take, and I believe Hackshot fully aware of 2-door's position. This is when that cover fire really comes into play. Let's see what No Hate can do here from the foothills in the forest.
They're gonna have to hit some big shots from all the way across downtown. That's a nice nade coming from Scrim Farm. Oh, that went through the windows. Really beautiful. It isn't gonna hit though. Oh, 2-door is gonna knock Unique. I think the rest of the team has to start sending it to come help out their squad mate, or at least find another angle. Because right now they're in a really tough position to try and save him, even if because he can't afford to get knocked at all. He really cannot. Yeah, you can see No Hate trying to get another off angle here to help support their team. Hexshot just naded himself a little bit there.
He
needs to knock that door down. I think that was a Molotov. Yeah, Molotovs do break down doors instantly. So 2-door's gonna get pieced up, and you can just see the pressure. Octavian, the rest of the squad from No Hate, have it all on them to try and finish this. Can Unique get the nade through the window? It's a little too far. Oh, 2-door pushing. That was risky, and yeah. But here's the deal. That's a trade that you want to take all day long if you're Scrim Farm, because the rest of their team is way pushed out, and there's no way they're going to be able to save him. So that's an easy confirm. But Jaguar on this off angle can definitely disrupt things.
Ooh, there we go. There we go. I was questioning. No Hate. We saw them. The trio in the force. They're starting to spread out, starting to fan out, and we got to keep our eyes on Octavian making the
pe Jaguar. Să mai zic că ăla că e slab Jaguar. Dar rup în echipă ta.
They cannot get taken out. Deos Legion, I mean, Team Night Target, Silencer Gaming, those teams still gonna have a fighting chance when it comes to placement points. It will be difficult, but No Hate looking to close the gap. I count at least 8 to 10 different smokes blocking the sightlines. Offensive smokes.
Jaguar ține acolo, se bată No Hate.
Coming on out from No Hate.
Te-a pup, Tony.
They're gonna be piling on in here very shortly.
I said that was a trade that they would make all day long, and Jaguar with that off angle came in at the perfect time to be able to get that knock and help shut down Scrim Farm. And then now look at this. No Hate with the smokes and that knock, that off angle push from Jaguar. They're in the advantage now. Now they're going to be full pressing Scrim Farm, but you can't flip up. Clown gets taken down by a grenade, and now it's Unique in a huge 1v1 situation. Has to be able to hit this. Jaguar is still up top and coming. Not going to be enough. Scrim Farm gone in 12th place. In 12th place, and I don't know if that's going to be enough. I don't.
Aici CP-ul e aș
12th place gets you only 1 placement point. So honestly, my eyes are on all those teams beneath them, all those teams, and this is one of them. Silencer Gaming. Okay, so that's good. If you're Scrim Farm, you want Silencer Gaming to get taken out. If you are Scrim Farm, you want 4 Romanian men to be popping off and soaking up all those points at the top. So Scrim Farm, 139
adevărat
they had coming in this game. They only got 1
Am
point
vorbit
when it
de
comes to
beatul acela, a fost
placement
cel mai bun.
points.
La
It's
de
going to be a
echipă.
close one. It is going to be a close one, but all I know is they are watching right now. They are watching the kill feed and they're keeping tally of all those teams beneath them because that is honestly what they need to be paying attention to. Respect one of the teams looking for a huge game. If they get a bunch of kills, I believe you counted what, like 15 kills in that chicken dinner, they just might be able to make it. Checking on it with Zombie. Able to get that final blow. 5 kills so far onto Exotic Alliance.
Că mai trăiește GG-ul, mi se
And
pare.
I'll tell you what, if you are a Scrim Farm member, or if you're a Scrim Farm fan watching this, you need to be screaming, go for Romania men at the top of your lungs right now. Because you want them to take out a ton of teams and eliminate these other squads' chances to be able to put some points on the board. One of them, GSG Europe, is ahead of them already. So they got 5 kills, so they're having a great game. You know, they're going to move up the leaderboards. That you have to worry about quite
Avea loc bun GG ăsta de lău, dar au gafat toată ziua. 4 meciuri pe pulă s-a dus, niciun punct, nimic.
Trying to get into that top 4 position. 26 players alive.
Puneți o clasă la toți, mă, dar pe lângă cei în echipă, da.
If you're Scrim Farm, you got your 4 Romanian men hat on, you got your GSG big foam fingers. You are just cheering all day long. I didn't catch Panda. I'm not sure if they are still in. They might have got taken out considering we got only 8 teams to go. So if that is the case, I think, no, actually I see them on the mini-map. There they are. Panda, ooh, they're just, don't be sleeping on them. I believe they got 4 up over there. They're crossroads and they are in 2nd place. So yeah, this is like best case scenario for Scrim Farm. Honestly, you got 1st place, 2nd place, and 3rd place. Those 3 teams are still going to be alive. They could soak up a lot of points. And you just might qualify by that 1 point. Deus Legion, they did get taken out. I no longer see them. They're gone. So let's see what will happen. This could be the comeback game for Respect Esports. They need a ton of kills and they need to start ramping that up right now.
And one player I'm looking at in particular is Hate Gaming EU Fox. I mean, he is the last remaining member up and he needs to get a top 3 finish here. He needs to get a top 3 finish and a few more kills. He needs to be able to get a performance if he wants to be able to get his team to the next stage. So literally, you couldn't ask for more pressure. If you're the kind of person that dreams about, you know, like playing basketball and that final shot clock buzzer beater 3-point shot, that is literally the situation that Fox is in right now. Has to be able to do something special if he wants to get his team into the PUBG Mobile Pro League.
And it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. If Panda, even for Panda, I'm so surprised. Panda, if they get taken out right now, almost 20 minutes in, that's only 1 placement point. That still is going to be cutting it awfully close if GSG and teams beneath them pop off this game. Now, Panda, they are somewhat free and clear for the time being, but you never know. You never know. Exotic Alliance down there still trying to shake some things up. Exotic Alliance coming into this game, 12th place so far. But yeah, honestly, you called it, Hot Duke. That solo right now from Hate Gaming. You grenade! Oh, the double! Kaboom! Right there. Let's see. 1v1. Oh, another one!
Oh my gosh, 1 kill. He needs to go for those confirms. He needs to go for the confirms. He has to win this last. He has to win against Sushi for 4 Romanian men. He sees him. Oh, that car's there. He can blow it up. He's got to realize it. He's got to blow up that vehicle. If they're going for the 1v1, and he's going to win it! Let's go! Let's go, Fox! Shutting down the top team in the lobby. 4 versus 1. This man is doing everything he can to get Hate Gaming EU into the next stage. But is it enough? Is that enough alone? I don't know. I'm not sure. He's going to have to do more if he really wants to have that convincing victory to move on. Oh, there's still so many teams remaining, but what a play.
And you know what? That's the play that was needed. That is the play that was needed from Fox in order to keep that dream alive. Down to just 6 teams. GSG still up, 3 up. They are currently in 3rd place.
Ce squad mai bun? Nu l-a spus, băi, a dat
Playing
două.
the edge, looks like they're trying to take out
Nu i-a
Exotic
aruncat pe
Alliance.
așa.
But if I'm Fox,
Nu l-a
if I
știut,
start
e
to
normal.
hear those gunshots from GSG and I start to see the kill feed kind of pop off, if I'm Fox, I'm going to be popping out and I'm going to be trying to do everything in my
pula.
power to steal
Clasamentul
these
vorbește,
kills.
sunt
That
number
is
1.
exactly what they need to do. Let's see. Only time will tell.
Here's the problem, though. Oh, the zone went off of Fox.
Unlucky.
The worst, the unluckiest thing ever. But at the same time, I mean, the thing is that they're 18 kills down. They were 18 points down prior into this game.
Normal.
And Fox
E numărul 1
needs
de
to
extern.
literally by himself run across the entire map. Literally the worst circle that he could have possibly gotten. After such a huge play, that's got to take all the air out of him. So he's got to play
A avut noroc ăla când îi bătea bench pe toți.
and try to catch some team slipping and make another play like he just did if he wants to get his team to the next stage. We're expecting short. Still in this though. 7 kills to their name. They need to kill the rest of the lobby though. They need to kill the rest of the lobby if they want to make it.
I think I saw Fox in the top right corner take a couple shots as well. I think I saw Fox try to take a couple shots at Rexpect and
Puteau să doarmă, să mor la ultimul meci și tot
I
câștiga.
think that's why Rexpect, they're going to be using his player for cover, trying to avoid the sightlines on the Fox, but they're just straight up sending it. That's a YOLO send if I've ever seen one. Caster's still up there on the high ground. Rexpect down to just 1 in the smoke.
E numărul 1 de exterminat cu e numărul 1.
They're out of here. They're out of here.
Sent them back.
That's it for Expect Esports. They're out of it. Now we're going to look at No Hate. No Hate are in a good position here. They were really far down in the leaderboards, if I remember. Yeah, they were 10th place. Oh, Fox.
Still alive.
Not like this, Fox.
Dacă dă la smoke-ul ajută pe hate și poate să plece.
Here comes the blue and it's zone 6. He can't even touch it. I don't know
Dăm
how much
și noi un like
health he
acolo,
has
bă.
left. He's going to have some health kits, so he's going to get back up. But look at all the teams he has to get across, and he has to run out in the open. No vehicle to his name. So many teams just looking to get points and secure this and get it done.
Da, cred că primesc rama de pe meciul.
Make Dave proud.
Așa am auzit.
The last chicken dinner of the day.
Normal că rămâne
Are they
tot pe
going to be
locul
able to
1.
do it? They're in a decent spot. Oh, and all eyes are on Fox. The worst case scenario when you're the last player up and have to make a huge
Poate,
play.
nu se știe.
Honestly, worst case scenario was able to get that heal off. Best case scenario is if No Hate.
Oh, Fox is dead.
Hold up, 4th place though. That's 8 points. That's 8 points, and they got the squad wipe, so that's 4 points when it comes to kills. So 4th place finish as a
Not gonna
solo,
be enough.
not bad, not bad.
Yeah, not bad, but not gonna be enough. You hate to hear it. You hate to hear it, but it's gonna be so close.
Am luat locul 1,
No
mă,
Hate
ce să mai
still up in this one.
discutăm.
Exotic Alliance still in the game, barely hanging
Nu
on
știu
for their
Titus.
life. Panda, a team that was already in pretty good place prior to this. They were in 2nd, so they're sitting pretty. Now that they've got a top 3 finish, I think that's their ticket pushed on. So a great performance from them to be able to move on into the finals. But man, I don't know what this leaderboard's going to look like here, Dave, towards the end. It's going to be so
Zombie is so good at just getting placement points. I mean, Zombie finally tagged and taken out right there. Pandas, they promised me a winner chicken dinner here today. They have no wins so far in the PMCO finals. They are focusing heavily on Zombie. I believe they were finally able to take them out. Oh no, that kill was stolen from Two-Door. Now, if you are Pandas, there's 2 other teams alive. Thanks for mercy right between you. Done. It's going to be a good old-fashioned 4v4 to end off.
E degeaba, s-au trezit și el la realitate târziu. După ce le-am zis eu 3 zile la rând pe live-uri că se rotezi prost, acum se rotezi și ei drept.
They have Papa Blue on their side.
Târziu cu metre.
And now Panda have to push into them against this blue zone. You can see them trying to send it. Yiz is going in that buggy, trying to get that off angle. He's going to get into it. Nice little jump out. Switches to the AK for the up close rank, but he's going to get shot by Octavian. Octavian, the killer of dreams over here. 8 kills. That's going to be 9 for them. And now you can see the devastation of this zone. Panda are in a lot of hurt. That's a great nade. A beautiful nade from Two-Door from across the map. Now it's only 2 pandas remaining and no hate. They can smell it. They can smell chicken and they're trying to get this last game done.
Molly. Pandas burning
far
once
not up.
again. We've seen this in the past before. 2 pandas down. This is a 2v4. Octavian feeling mighty fine, especially after their performances here
Ia uite
today.
la
2 pandas crawling, using these vehicles as
unde la
cover.
Guar să mor.
Jaguar looking to connect, looking to hit this grenade with the golden arm. That was gonna get tossed
Ce
in.
v-am zis, mă?
Cha-ching! That is money, making us a 4v1 right now. Pandas trying to come on top, but who wins at the end of the day? The Pandas or the
Bravo.
Jaguar. And there we go. No hate. Winner.
Bine zici pe
Chicken
acolo.
dinner.
Ooh-wee. What a finish. No
Păi în
hate.
pula ta
Prior
te
to this,
treziști tu la realitate ultima zi. După ce 3 zile la rând v-am zis că vă rotiți ca pula mea pe margine, v-ați gândit și voi ultima zi să vă rotiți frontal. Că asta ați făcut până acum. I-a schimbat spoturile alea de pulă unde v-am zis. V-am zis de prima zi, cu spoturile alea nu faceți nimic. Te-ai gândit și tu să schimbi ieri. Ce să vă fac, așa vă trebuie. Să mai zici acum de Jaguar că e but. Că e numărul 1 să mor în echipa aia.
But man, did they try it all. They really gave it their absolute all to try and finish it. It's just crazy to think only a few more kills would have been enough, Dave.
E așa vă trebuie, frate, dacă n-ai știut să gândești jocul la început. Din prima zi am zis, spoturile alea nu sunt bune. Și rotațiile voastre sunt mereu alea, nu sunt bune. Dacă vă duceați frontal de la început cum v-ați dus de atâtea ori, numai drept v-ați dus, că se vede, vă arăt filmării. Da, mă, 29 de puncte. Da, mă, eu din prima zi le-am zis, că eu nu mă trebuie să nu dau cu hate. Le-am zis frumos. Dacă v-ați dus capul la ce vrei să faci? Te-ai gândit și tu ultima zi, penultima zi. Nu se face în ultima zi. V-ați trezit la realitate, vezi? Urât. Te-a pus la cască în cap. Aia e, pula ta, așa, stura viitoare. Ba el e.
I'll tell you what, you got that level 3 helmet on, and I guarantee you, every single Scrim Farm fan better have that on as well, because they needed to play nothing but defense here. They went out in 12th place. That is only 1 placement point. 1 placement point. Was it enough though?
Ba da, mă, că el scrie așa.
Was it enough to hold on? You had to hope every other team had a bad game here. Had to have a bad game in order to pass in order to make it into that next stage, the PMPL. I don't know. This is.
Da, deja am zis din prima zi, au fost ca un sfat, era bun. Trebuia să asculte, că au fost și ea de la ei de acolo. El e mult după scris, îmi dau seama. Da, mă, eu înțeleg 3 puncte. Dacă jucai așa de la început, era treabă. Te-ai dat seama târziu, frate. Târziu rău de tot ți-ai dat seama. Prin farm s-a dus cu aia. Nu, hate-ul la 3 puncte, te ești tu. 21 pe 6. Uite, România ment cu aia 200 de puncte. E singura echipă românească, băi. Merită felicitați, bă. GG, bă, GG for România ment, 4 win-uri. GG și no hate-ul și 21. Păi nu te-ai făcut de râs, normal. Asta te făceai de râs dacă nu jucai cum ai jucat acum. Am mai văzut eu, mă, eu n-am nimic cu nimeni, mă, dar am mai văzut în alte părți. N-am fost eu ieri live. Cum mă suni. Pe altă parte, în alte părți, adică nu la mine. Bravo, mă, GG la toate echipele. Normal, mă, de ce pula? Aia e, ce vrei să faci?
I mean, what a performance. What a performance from this squad. 4 chicken dinners, the only team to break 200 points.
Am văzut în altă parte ce haterială e. Băgă mici pula. De neavuți. Că iar mă ia nervii. Dar nu mă mai cer, că nu vreau să mă mai cer. Că i-aș fi luat eu și pe ea la pula. I-aș fi luat. Dar vin timpul și la ea când iau. Pe ea iau eu când merg acasă pe ea. Pe ea iau pe bun.
can only imagine the roller coaster of emotions that this team went through, especially going out in 12th place there, where all they needed was a few points.
4RM jos pălăria toate echipele din România, n-au ce să comenteze nicio echipă la 4RM.
Huge relief. And then
Niciun player, nicio echipă. Dexter e fragărul Europei,
3 points.
n-are nimeni ce să zică.
And if they would have gotten those 3 kills, Dave,
Te pup, Tofan.
that would have been it.
Mi-e pare rău, mă, n-am ce să zic. Eu m-am enervat rău aseară când am văzut în altă parte ce urât se vorbea și ce permis era pe chatul ăla, așa permisiune de aia să-mi bag pula. Mi-a să-i fut un pul la telefon să mor, să merg să mă uit din ei. Dar nu mă bag, că nu am treabă. Da, așa că idee. Nu trebuie mai trebuia 4 puncte. Ai în bot. 3 puncte le mai trebuia la no hate, mi se pare, dar 3 puncte. 3 kill-uri. Dacă aveau meciul ăsta 3 kill-uri, se calificau. Dați-vă un like acolo, mă ajută mulți. Nici o părere, Adișura, a avut noroc, că nu știa, era camper, a dat o granadă, a bătut 2, el a și dat bandaj, l-a bătut pe ăla și a mai rămas sus și 1 la 1 cu el. S-a calificat top 4, deci merge la PMPL fără România merg care locul 1, Panda pe locul 2, GG Europa pe locul 3 și Scream Farmo. Ce 4 kill-uri, mă? 3 și erau la puncte egale. E forță, mă, Sushi, ce ai. A făcut Dexter la kill-uri adevărat, de-a spart. L-am văzut eu că a făcut kill-uri fraierul. 1, 5 și 6, România nu e rău, dar merita acolo top 4 toate. Azi dau sus a prostit rău de tot, vă zic clar. Panda de loc 2 fără win-uri, adevărat, nu știu cum pula mea au făcut ea. TF-ul s-a dus, Octavian a făcut azi bine rău, senzație. Dar bine, te pup, ce faci cu meu? Să-mi dai și mie un follow pe Instagram. Luna ce vine e bine. Vine alte meciuri acum. Băi, dați-și voi un like acolo, mă ăștia mulți. Deci la momentul actual, fratele vostru Blind vă zice așa pentru cultura voastră generală. Da, mă, era calificați 90%, s-au prostit rău de tot. S-au rotit, deci au făcut prostia lui No Hate-ul. S-au prostit prea mult pe margini, în loc să se ducă frontal. Așa să avea și să dai și un popic în privat. Deci a făcut azi DLU, a făcut prostia 3 zile la rând care a făcut-o, nu, 2 zile la rând care a făcut-o No Hate-ul. S-au rotit prea mult în loc să meargă frontal. Au văzut, eu am zis la început și se vede clar că am avut dreptate, vară videoclipuri, nu-i problemă, dacă vrea unul să se țină în gură. Uite cum s-au rotit frontal, No Hate-ul a urcat repede pe 5. Și spoturile alea erau de pulă la No Hate, le-am zis din start că-s de pulă. Gabi, n-ai voie să dai la nimeni timeout, nu se dă timeout. Haide că-l înjur eu pe cap, mă, nici am și uitat de el, vrei să te mint? Ce treabă am eu cu el? Ce mă întrebați? Iară băgați strâmbe, mi se rupe mie. Da, mă bag că mai stau că am dormit, stai așa să scriu pe ăsta, pe... Nu, ei sunt la PMPL, bălău. Ce trebuie cu cine să-l înjure pe capul lui? Ce aveți, mă, v-ați storbat? Am zis că am văzut pe un live pe Facebook. Bine, n-am menționat unde. Ce haterială era la un boschetar. Dar nu dau nume, că după aia îi fac promovare și la ăla. Dexter e number, el, mă. Ce dracu vorbește de capul ăla? Am și uitat de el, honestament. Da, mă, cum ai scris pe Messenger.
Like now is when the real business starts, in my opinion. Now is where you really got to come together and just fine tune everything, because now there's a ton of money on the line, Hot Jukes. This is the big leagues. They made it to the big leagues. They made it.
I was just about to say, you know, on behalf of myself, you
Hai,
know,
mă, că am scris pe Messenger, nu știu unde e.
of the PUBG Mobile esports community, for Romanian men, Panda, GSG Europe, and Scrim Farm. Welcome to the big leagues, baby. You're going to be moving on to the PUBG Mobile Pro League. So everybody watching, get some hype in the chat.
E Dexter aici? Că nu-l văd. Voi terminați că nu vorbesc de alții, că mie nu-mi pasă de alții, vă rog frumos. Îl sun, mă. Eu am tupeu. Dar ai jucat bine, că s-a făcut exact ce am zis eu din prima zi. S-au rotit, nu s-a mai rotit pe lateral, au schimbat spoturile și s-a rotit frontal mereu. Altceva, frate. Eu n-am echipă, eu n-am avut echipă să fac treburile astea, că dacă aveam echipă eram sus, dar nu am avut echipa care să facă așa. Nu că n-am avut echipă, n-am fost destul de antrenați. N-a fost să fie. Unde e corcodușii asta, mă? Nu s-a auzit pe live, gata mă, mâncați și plata, s-a oprit microfonul că m-a sunat. Hai că am vorbit degeaba. Băi, mai zic încă o dată, deci băiatul ăsta e numărul 1 la momentul actual și fragger și ce vrea pula voastră, am zis și înainte de pe MCU că e cel mai bun și știe și el, nu caută anturaj și de alea că mi se rupe, îl înjur de în pula noastră. Deci să mai zic că haterii ceva, că e number one mă gabă, și fragger în Europa și locul 1 în Europa, așa că să-i cereți bani când jucați, să-i dați bani când jucați cu el, că nu mai joacă cu nimeni care acum anturaj. Bă, gata, ești muie. Ce le zici, mă, ești fericit să mor? Bă, ce câștigi acum? În afară de bani, că nu mă interesează, nu vreau să aud. Câștigi ramă ceva?
Nu cred, bă, nu ai ce să
Eu așa știam că nu se dă, toată lumea mi-a spus că alea,
Nu,
tot...
frate, nu.
Eu știam că nu se dă, toată lumea zice că te iubește.
Bă, vă pup și vă mulțumim, bă, că ați fost lângă noi și că, bă, ce până să mai zic, mă, că nu mai am cuvinte, vă dați
Dă un pic aia grea. Te las că mă bag la somn. Dă un pic, să moară ce cum dacă nu o dai.
Nu dau, mă, nu dau.
Să moară tata dacă nu o dai.
Nu, mă.
Să mor tu și eu dacă te mint.
Băi, nu dau, mă, nimic, lasă-mă. Băi, sunt campion.
Așa.
Ce să mai ce? Sunt campion. Poți să vină acum și să vină, bă, n-are ce să vină în fața mea acum să zică mie ceva. Că n-are cum, frate, că sunt campion. Nu că am aroganță și așa e, frate. Am ajuns și am muncit și am un an de zile, 2, 3, 4, 10 ani cât am muncit. Am făcut și am făcut totul pentru noi, echipa. Și vă, la ăștia care au fost cu noi, vă mulțumim din suflet și... Ce să vă iubesc, ce pula, sunt campion. Băi, sunt campion, sunt campion.
Băi, cine este fragger?
Ei, cred că eu, îți dai seama.
Ai, cum o ziță să mă...
Kill-uri, îți dai seama.
Bravo, mă. Ai zis că te susțin de timpul la mea. În fiecare zi ți-am zis să faci ceva. Eu mă bucur că a luat ăsta, să mor eu. Chiar dacă e pro, că știe și el că e prost de gură. Dar acum nu mai e nimeni.
Ce fac acum să vă văd, băi, să vă văd, băi, ăsta. Ce pula, dacă le scriu în descriere, ești nebun.
Dați cu hate.
Descriere.
Dați dacă puteți. Eu? Ce bani ai luat? Să mor tu. Păi și nu fi rău? Bravo, mă, Gigi. Păi eu ți... Haide, bă, du-te, fii fericit, te pup. Love you. Da, mă, stai liniștit. Mai vorbim noi, hai, te pup, băi, să fii sănătos, bravo. Bravo, merită, mă, Dălân Ciocanul meu. Eu mă înțeleg bine cu el, de 20 de sezoane vrei să te... De joc cu sezoane de când ne știm noi, vrei să te mint. Ăsta a fost PMCO, băi nebunilor, să dați și voi un like acolo și un share, vă pup pe toți și vă iubesc, să dați și un subscribe, să apăsați clopoțelul ăla să primiți toate notificările, că de la un timp văd că începe ușor să dea iar YouTube notificări. Ăsta a fost băiatul ăsta, băiatul ăsta a fost Dexter, merită susținerea noastră și o meritat-o până acum, băiatul chiar a făcut ce n-a făcut nimeni, a luat locul 1. Au câștigat și 4.000 de euro, au luat și locul 1 în Europa, e și fragger, dă-l în pula noastră, așa că vă pup pe toți, vă iubesc și ne auzim. Somnișor și noapte bună, ne auzim mâine, băi. Vi l-am adus pe Dexter, v-am zis că nu stă care treabă, așa că vă pup pe toți, băi. Eu mă bucur enorm de mult că a luat ăsta și n-a luat așa. El chiar merita că la trecut a luat ultimul loc, n-a avut noroc deloc. Nu se joacă anul viitor, tot anul ăsta și joacă calificările. Ne pare rău de toți românii, vă dați seama. Pe bune chiar îmi pare, și de No Hate și de Daos Legion. Daos Legion a avut 95% șansă de calificare, s-a dus pe pulă. No Hate-ul trebuia să joace de la început, cum le-am zis eu, în live. După prima zi trebuia să zică că se uita la mine pe live și Nașu și ăștia. Trebuia să le zică, bă, auzi ce zice ăla. Le-am zis de la început, de când am intrat în echipa aia, să schimbe spoturile alea de pulă. Nu le-au schimbat. Dacă le schimbau și jucau cum au jucat ieri și azi, aveau șansă, dar n-a fost să fie. Data viitoare. Sau Legion a fost forță la kill-urile alea, s-au bătut cu toți. Bine și băieții ăia chiar. Au stricat ziua, ultima zi. Ultima zi a făcut ce a făcut No Hate-ul toate 3 zile jumate, 2 zile jumate. Sau rutin numai pe laterale, nu frontal. Părerea mea și ce se vede, frate. Deci am zis de la început, nu e că e vrăjeală că vorbesc acum, am zis-o în fiecare zi treaba asta. DLU chiar au făcut senzație, meritau, s-au bătut, s-au ținut bine. Da, o rupt Octavian, azi chiar o rupt, dar Jaguar să nu mai dați niciunul, indiferent, și Tudor să nu mai de hate la băiatul ăla, hate, adică să nu mai zică că e slab sau ceva, că nu e slab. El i-a calificat în finală, că el a făcut acolo niște kill-uri frumoase în ultimele meciuri și acum tot el a făcut multe kill-uri. A jucat bine. Deci Jaguar și-a făcut treaba mai bine ca mulți de acolo. Jaguar și cu Octavian și-a făcut bine treaba. Sincer să fiu, ce s-a văzut. E restul și Tudor și Norofen, dar e mai mult, părerea mea. Haide bă, vă pup, somnișor, noapte bună, mă băg la somn că merg la lucru mâine. Hai, somnișor, noapte bună, Gigi la Dexter acolo. Gigi for România Menda, Gigi 4 reme acum de ieșire, vă pup și vă iubesc. Jaguar a fost, ce vrei să te minte? Forța echipei să mori. Ești nebun, nu dăm cu hate, nu nimic, zicem adevărul. Păi n-a avut că a fost toată lumea oglindită pe el, pe live-uri, pe alea, se vorbea Jaguar în sus, Jaguar în jos, Jaguar nu face, Jaguar face, n-ascultă, e prost. Dar uite că e forță. Așa că vă pup pe toți. Sabina, te pup, mâncați și curul tău, să-mi dai și mie un pupic în privat. Și fi toate. Haide, vă pup, bă, domnișor și noapte bună. Gigi 4 reme.